Welcome back, folks, to Age of Lemuria. This is what? Episode 11. Oh, let's go ahead and maximize that. There we go. I am your wonderful, glorious DM, Lord Lucan. I am the Master of Ceremonies. Due to the cold, the intense cold, I've not been able to spray paint my puppet. However, the eyebrows are fully functional, which is amazing. Maybe I'll bring him on next week and show you guys. I am kind of proud of him. So, yeah, that's something exciting that you will have to check out next week. Hunk Papa, tell me about yourself.
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zelif. I am a dungeon master and author. And today I'll be playing Wulfgar Ashen Cloak.
Awesome. Leonardo, tell me about you and your character.
Hey guys, I'm Leo. Student and worker. Lover of D&D, of course. And I'll be playing Cortex, the Norseman, simple guy.
Awesome. And we have a new character. Lynn, tell us about yourself.
Let's see. Not all that exciting, but my name's Leah. I'm here to play. I've been trying to find a new group to play with for a while, and I'm excited, and I don't know much, and that's part of the character.
Awesome. Why don't you, everybody check out the handouts. If you go over to handouts, there should be an updated map.
Is it updated, like from Ravenshaven updated, or is it...
Oh, no, I gave you a crappy map on purpose. You think I'm going to give you a good one?
I mean, Wulfgar saw a good one. He should be able to get a copy of it, but we'll get to that later.
I think that was with the elves, wasn't it?
No, that was here in Ravenshaven. When they were doing the council, they had the map laid.
Okay, cool.
But we'll get to that later.
Yes, so that's like a whole new thing right there. Whole new ballgame. If you look at it, we are currently in the city of Ravenshaven. So we'll get like this Game of Thrones shot of the entire world. And we see the entire world. The camera pans over like the jade rainforest and goes across the endless desert. We see these giant volcanoes. And we pass over the mountains of fire. And the camera finally settles down on this small little sandstone village. Maybe less than 2,000 people live here. And in the center is a inn. And in this inn is like a government building. So it's a multi-purpose utility building. And we go through one of the windows. And in this window, we see Ava. What is she doing?
She is sort of looking around wide-eyed because this is her first adventure away from her village. She's sitting there. She's in fairly good quality leather armor, but she's sitting at the bar looking a little bit like an idiot because she hasn't taken off her backpack. And you can see a light crossbow attached to one side, a longbow attached to the other side, and a heavy crossbow attached to the bottom. So she just looks like this young girl with sort of a baby face and blue eyes, freckles across her nose, and she looks like she's about to be stomped on by the world if she sets foot anywhere alone.
Around you, Ava, we hear a bustling desert city. You see a barkeeper like handing out drinks and getting food for residents. Do you have a token?
Nope.
Okay. Do you know how to make a token?
Nope.
Okay, all right. In this bustling city, I'll give you a character real quick. In this bustling city, we see people handing out food. This inn. We also hear like a vast discussion of the Knolls and undead may be forming an alliance. This seems to be the most hot discussed topic. You hear people discussing matters in this council chamber right here. Here, you've heard of legends of these people, these alien creatures. A dragon, a boar elf, which is like a pig man who's the size of anywhere between 3 to 4, 5 foot tall, varying greatly. You've heard of the elven ranger, Elidora, and the bar hunter. These are mercenaries of sorts. They are the council. They lead individual bands of their chosen race into battle and conflict within both the city and on the arguing table, the council. Let's see if we can find you a crossbow.
At this point, Ava is just staring at them unashamedly because she's never seen people like that before because she comes from a really small town.
They take no notice of you since you are one of many who are in this gathering form. You see an individual, Wulfgar. Wulfgar, you are addressing the council. What are you saying?
Soon we'll be ready to move out to meet with the Knolls. I think this is a bad idea. I think we should go to meet with the elves first. But this is where the lad will be taking us. We'll be setting off soon. I'll be guiding him there. You see...
Yeah. What does he look like? Describe him.
You see a short, hairy human, very old. He's got a long, bearded, white, braided beard. He has unusually gray skin. He wears black, shining armor, shield, and a warhammer is hung at his hip.
When she hears you talking about fighting Knolls, she sort of perks up a little bit because the one adventuring thing she's ever done in her life is fight back Knolls when they tried to invade her town. Like, so she banded together, and that's why she thought, oh, I can do this. I can be an adventurer. So when she hears that you're talking about going to fight Knolls, she gets pretty excited.
From across Wulfgar, we see a tall, standing human. He seems to be in full plate armor with the symbol of Ravensheaven. I will show you guys the symbol of Ravensheaven, since I didn't have it last time. I didn't realize that you would join forces with them. There we go. This is the symbol of Ravensheaven. It is a raven's claw. What do we see as this gentleman is currently in full plate armor with this majestic symbol of Ravenshaven? What does this armor look like, Cortec? What does it look like? This is the first time we've seen full plate armor in this game. Literally.
Well, actually, on these 3 days, Cortec has...
So nobody said anything important.
That is true. We do get like a montage, right? We do get a montage. Okay, make sure everything is set. Everybody are set up correctly. There we go. Okay, there we go. Welcome back. We got DC'd and then we're back. What are you doing, Wulfgar, in order to make this Mastercraft Warhammer?
Well, he's helping to craft it himself, along with the aid of this blacksmith. So he's overseeing the blacksmith and some of the general preparations, pointing out which minerals to use to make it a proper dwarven craft weapon. He's also instilling some sigils and dwarven runes upon the haft and the head. He's getting it ready to potentially enchant it later on. So he's crafting it into actually the symbol of a screaming skull, with a place for something like, say, a fist-sized gem to safely be held inside of it.
This strange warrior in black is making some weird-ass weapons. Wulfgar, go ahead and roll me a smithy roll. You will have advantage due to the blacksmith helping you.
Give me a second for my sheet to finish loading up.
Okay. Excellent. The Warhammer is, as you say. A day and a half passes by. What do you guys do?
Wulfgar will finish his preparations as well. He's going to finish fixing his armor, since this is new armor. He was finishing creating it, making it look black, putting some dwarven runes on it and some symbols of death.
A green dragonborn shows up as you guys are prepared to leave. Mudskip, a dragonborn, she introduces herself. She says, "Hello, Wulfgar. I see that you are getting ready for death."
Lass, it'll be time for us.
Warhammer.
It'll be time for us to move soon. They think they can speak with the Knolls, and I'll be there to assure that they don't meet their end.
Can anybody speak no? She asks.
Bartek raises his hand and says, "Yes, I can."
Well, at least it isn't completely foolish.
Aye, lass, I wouldn't be joining them if there was no hope.
In the mid-spring heat of the endless desert, what, if anything, do you guys do as you prepare to venture forth into the endless desert?
Ava would probably try and get a little extra water, because she's never seen anything like a desert before, so she thinks that she's going to need tons and tons of water if I'm going to walk in there.
Excellent. You guys are currently heading towards the Golden Plains, which means that you will need a few days worth of water at least.
Wulfgar grins to himself as he sees her preparing extra water. He mentions to Kortek and to Mudskipper that they won't have to worry about water as long as he's.
Kortek taps.
See your Warhammer? Oh, sorry. Does she see your Warhammer at this point?
Yeah, if it's finished, we're finishing the farm preparation, so she will see a black Warhammer with the shape of a large skull with its mouth agape.
Like a
She will look at it side-eyed and try and smile, but it quite honestly reminds her of her brother's emo phase as a teenager when he was training to be a blacksmith. So she knows you might have some kind of thing going on that she doesn't want to be a part of emotionally.
That's an understatement. You have no idea what's going on. That's some dark emo shit. Yeah, anyways, yeah.
Well, Kortek would just step over her shoulder as he listens to him saying that they don't need to worry about water. And he says, "Well, it's always good to have someone experienced as you by my side, friend."
As she's like watching the two humans, she says, "I am sworn to protect you." She says, "And you are a dragonborn." She has a scar upon her face. She has seen battle. She's currently in robes and has a book. She looks at you, Ava, and is like, "And you are?"
Wow, you're green.
You must forgive these children. I always seem to attract Mud Skipper. They have no tact.
She stares at you, Ava, and nods. She's like, whom do you serve? I serve
myself?
the Holy Master. Oh.
I mean, I just, I thought that I could be an adventurer. So, got some supplies and wanted to have an adventure.
She stares at you, and she, looks at Wulfgar and Cortex, and she's like...
Wulfgar chuckles and shakes his head. She's a bit green behind the ears, I suppose.
As you say that, she, scratches behind her ears, right? As she
Cortex would just laugh out loud and say, well, I like this one.
Mudskip says, I will do whatever I can to protect you two. And she gestures to Cortex and Ava. She glares at Wulfgar, leery of him, knowing full well what he is now. She says, Wulfgar, you are going to lead this party?
I'm afraid I might be just here for the ride, Miss. Cortex has agreed to do some things that I did not. I will see that he is protected as well.
She nods. She says, oh, very well. Don't scare the girl. She
lass, as long as I don't spar with her, I think we'll be fine.
As you say that, she rubs her side as a familiar Warhammer almost broke her in two. Anyways, you guys head over to the Overland map. This is the area that has been explored. Oh. I will ping and bring everyone there. You are the party of adventurers. It is currently the 25th of Permok. I will require a survival roll as you venture forth. You guys are currently in Ravensheaven.
Same deal as before. Ava, what's your survival? Do you have good survival by any?
It's not terrible. I have proficiency, but that's.
Do you have higher than +5 survival?
Ha ha! No.
Okay then. Wulfgar will be asking for the guidance of the ancestors as he leads us forward back to the location that he remembers the camp.
Cortex is going to be helping him.
Ha ha ha!
Remember, everyone has inspiration at the beginning
this is
of
important.
each game. I know how you guys roll. Go ahead and place yourself. The day is just a normal day. In the heat, Cortex, you begin to realize why people don't wear full plate armor in the Endless Desert. You begin taking levels of exhaustion as you realize that the metal armor is a big heat sponge. You can counter this by taking off armor.
Well, yeah, Cortex is not really comfortable with hot weather, so he'll take the armor off for now. Just as a tip.
So armor, how much are you going to downgrade it?
At least the top part, chest part of it, because
you will have a breastplate. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Breastplate for armor.
Mm-hmm. The heat, you quickly realize why nobody in the Endless Desert wears full plate. Yes. That night, I assume you rolled another survival, Wulfgar?
Let me roll it. I haven't rolled it yet. That first one was for the day. So the first one was a 25 for the day, and then let's see what the night is.
You find a safe place to rest.
That's an 18 for the night.
Excellent. The night passes uneventfully as well. Yes. Go ahead and place yourselves as you continue to move forth into the world. The Endless Desert is vast, and it is dunes everywhere. where do you go from here?
Oh, I guess straight south?
Is there, before we do anything else, is there any RP that you would like to do, such as rolls to identify or anything like that? Before I'm being incredibly nice here, by the way.
No, actually, Cortec, will ask Wulfgar how many days they have for traveling before they meet Knolls.
Well, the last time I saw them, it was about 2 days travel from here.
Alright.
We're nearly there.
So, in the night, right before the day Wulfgar thinks we're gonna meet Knolls, Cortex is gonna fill his bowl with water and pray to Talos again, asking Talos, please, show me the way, give me your strength, make me finish this task.
Roll me a perception as you stare into this bowl of water. The sand and silt swirls within it. And pirates, yep. You quickly identify the Holy Master. Pretty sure you knew this. The symbol of the Holy Master is this.
Tell me, lad, is there something more you wish to know? I might be able to ask my ancestors and see what they recall.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what's the connection between the skull, the Holy Master, and my tribe, actually. Well, could you find something out with your ancestors?
Perhaps, but I might need to borrow your bowl for a moment, lad.
Is that something that you want to do, Cortec?
Cortec feels a little bit uncomfortable with it, but so far Wulfgar didn't give him any reason to actually doubt him, and has been so far until as long as Cortec knows pretty honest. So he just hands the bowl and says, "Well, take care."
Wulfgar will carefully take the bowl and he will grab a few pebbles nearby and place it in the bowl. So he's going to ritually cast augury.
Excellent.
He's going to ask the ancestors if the Holy Master... If the Holy Master... Well, it doesn't consume them. It just needs to be worth at least 25.
Okay. By the way, what are you using for this, by the way? That's a good
question.
Well,
you would rather... So we haven't talked about this yet. I was wanting to get some bones, actually, for this.
Somebody
it would fit the
bones.
I have.
Yeah, we all have bones.
I mean that too.
already, you know, something dead that has the flesh removed, etc.
Somebody should have that.
Cortec hands him the minor horns. Yes.
So he's going to use that in part of the ritual, and he's going to ask the ancestors if the Holy Master will be attacking Cortexville.
So when you get one or two results, that's it? Oh, you get a third option, but that's crappy.
Well, and this doesn't really, like... If it doesn't work, you can just say it doesn't work, because the specifics of the spell doesn't really apply to what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
But I imagine it's a similar thing that we're looking for. Like, I don't know how to explain it. How to
I'm trying to think of how. You get nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He shakes his head and hands the bowl and the horn back to Cortec.
Cortec, as you grab the bowl, right, you get a sensation. A very, very cold sensation as you grab the bowl.
Can I hold an insight to see if that's a good cold sensation or a bad?
Inside a bowl?
Yes.
Tell me this micro expression on the bowl that you are investigating.
Well,
This is cold. Do I like this?
Exactly.
This should be
That's
like
the
a
thing,
self-inflection roll. Do I like this?
because the thing is,
So it'd be investigation. To be
something
clear, it'd be
cold.
investigation, not an insight.
Something cold would be naturally good for Cortex. But the way Lucan explained it, it gave the impression that it would, like, hey, I feel coldness, like emptiness or something like that.
I
Is
mean,
it, so
Cortec,
physical or emotional
roll
is
the
what he's asking.
investigation. Yeah, roll the investigation.
Is he physically cold or is he emotionally cold?
Is there a difference? Cortec.
Oh, man.
Cortec. That sensation quickly passes by you, and you think nothing more about it.
Well, Cortex just quivers a little bit and just like, well, weird.
You do maintain the Minotaur horns, I believe. Anything else?
Well, Cortex thanks Wulfgar. Thank you for at least for trying to help her. And then puts the bowl away and the horns away as well.
Yeah, and that's Ulfgar's got nothing he wants to do for the night. He's going to prepare his spells for the next day, but that's...
Ava, a green dragonborn approaches you. And she's like, looks you up and down. She's like, what are you capable of?
I'm a real good shot. I mean, I won most of the competitions back home. And, one time these Knolls tried to come in and take our stuff, and I shot them up real good. I was the best. So I thought, maybe that's something I can do.
Would you like to put your skills to the test? She takes out a silver coin.
I remember what happened the last time you accepted a challenge from others.
I think I'll try.
She says, I'm going to flip this silver piece into the air, and if you hit it, you can have it.
Ulfgar sighs as he pulls out his holy symbol and gets ready. You see him pull out...
at Ulfgar as he is currently in the business of sticking his head in a bowl. This is happening while you guys are doing that.
Okay, you didn't say it was happening while we were doing it.
Get out of here, Ulfgar. This is your scene. Get out of here.
Alright, here we go.
She takes it and flips it up into the air.
Oh no! Oh no!
So you need
This
to
will teach
roll.
Mud Skipper.
You need to roll again.
What do I need to roll? The damage?
So she's got the coin flipped up. You need to roll again.
Oh no. Here we go.
Excellent. You do not shoot Mud Skipper as she flips the thing, but you almost hit her hand, right? As she flips the coin up. She shakes her head and scowls at you. Your arrow goes screaming off into the distance, and you lose 1 ammunition. She catches the silver piece in her hand, and she says, "You need a lot of work." And she retires for the evening. Not wanting to get shot.
You're like, well, I'm more of a long distance person, so if that was like 100, 200 feet the other direction, then maybe I'd be better.
Mudskipper shakes her head, and yeah, that's the end of that scene. You almost shot her. The night passes by uneventfully. What do you guys do the very next day?
Wulfgar will gather everyone together. Something new that he hasn't done before. He's actually going to pray over them and imbue them with power of the Black Flame.
Mudskip rejects this. She says, "Don't cast spells on me with your strange sorcery."
Wulfgar nods. He waits to see if anyone else objects.
Ava's more curious than anything, so she'll let this happen, but she'll be sort of watching really closely just to sort of take in all the details, because she's never seen magic like that before, or really much magic at all.
Wulfgar, tell us how this magic works.
He begins speaking in a foreign language, and you all feel like a fire reach up from the ground towards you, and it revitalizes you, giving you strength and greater endurance. He's casting aid. It'll be upon Wulfgar, Kortek, and Ava.
Mudskipper shakes her head disapprovingly at you.
Well, Kortek, nods to Wulfgar respectfully, but then looks up and says, "Well, all I need is restraining powers."
So do you all get +5 to your hit point maximum for the next 8 hours,
which is nice. Just travel time. Where are you guys going?
Well, Wulfgar, lead the way. You're the one that knows the direction we should go.
Rinse and repeat with help and guidance. He's been lost too long.
Nice.
Ooh.
As he's guiding us through, you get the feeling that he's been out here in the wilderness for some time.
You do not have to make a roll tonight. As you are walking through the endless desert, you find another box cannon, a safe place. Roll me a die 6, Wulfgar. 6. You know how funny? Oh, no. No story time this time. Interesting. So you guys find a nice, safe place. Nothing bad happens to you. You don't have to roll. Is there anything else that you'd like to do tonight?
No. Kortek will just think about his tribe and the letter he sent to Amaya, but nothing special.
And Wulfgar he'll just prepare his spells for the next day. He doesn't have anything in particular. He believes he's learned everything he can about his holy.
Maybe.
Yeah, and Ava sort of looks a little sad as she thinks about the events of yesterday. She can hear her father's voice in her head, scolding her for wasting ammunition, because that was a big thing with him. And she's just not quite pouting, but like, oof, like that moment, after you've messed up and you know it, and you just sit there and you're like, ugh.
Yeah. The Green Dragonborn continues to scowl at you, Ava, through this day. But she's so judgy and judgmental, right? She doesn't accept Wulfgar's blessing. She skulls Kortek as a nincompoop from the north who thinks who can talk to the Knolls. And then she looks at you, frowning because you almost shot her yesterday. So she is clearly not happy on this journey as you guys continue forth. That night passes uneventfully as well because you rolled a 20. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. The next day passes by. What do you guys do?
We're getting close to the camp. Would you like another blessing for the day?
Kortek nods, again looks up, but respectfully accepts it for Wulfgar.
Oh, sure. That was pretty cool. I'd like to see some more magic.
Wulfgar goes about casting aid again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. High rolls don't always mean good stuff.
So to be clear, what that roll was for Mudskip to identify your spell. She finally identified it. Critically successful. And she says, well, you didn't tell me where you were going to do that. She frowns at you. She missed it, but she did identify it, so she does know what's going on.
Alas.
Why didn't you just tell me that?
Alas, my ways are not what you know. I am not one to force my magic upon others unless they are close to death's door.
She still frowns at the way you cast it. It's clearly not that of the Holy Masters. It is something dark and more sinister. It is clearly dark and sinister. So,
yes, yes, it is.
Just to be clear, yes, it is now daytime.
Can I just do a quick Arcana check just to see if Ava can tell that it's dark and sinister?
So it's black.
It's like black fire coming up and consuming you, and you feel revitalized
Roll
from.
me knowledge, religion.
Let's see.
See if you've heard of this. Nah, it's
Nope.
magic.
Nope.
You've heard. This is, by the way, I'm going to tell you that this is completely and absolutely wrong. You heard that this is the love of death. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the loving embrace of death. Yeah, that seems about right. You feel good about it. You get 5 extra HP over it.
Wulfgar will rinse and repeat with traveling the next.
Yep. Go ahead.
26.
Excellent. You guys make it to the Knoll encampment. So let's be clear here. In the distance, you see a massive encampment. Wulfgar, you've been here before. However, Kortek and Ava have not. Before we get to it, you hear drums in the distance. Would you like to tell them anything, Wulfgar, before you approach? You're currently 4 miles away and can hear the drums. Everybody roll me an insight on these drums.
Here we go.
Be investigation. Investigation.
Wulfgar already knows about them, right? So he doesn't need to roll anything?
No, I believe Wulfgar failed these.
Oh. Well, not today. He doesn't.
So, Ava, these are just drums to you, right? Kortek and Wulfgar are pretty confident that these are war drums. So it's boom, 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 boom.
Wulfgar will gather the group together before we can do. He shares with them that there were various tribes that were meeting there. There was a dark figure trying to convince the other Knolls, and the other Knolls did not listen to him. There was another figure in full armor that seemed to be the leader of a war tribe calling for battle. There's also another druid of some sort with a pet elemental trying to spur her tribe to join the others. And his memory is a little bit foggy. He thinks there were more, that these drums were calling more tribes to. But those were the main three that he remembered.
Okay, so we have a chance to actually talk to several tribes at once.
He suggests it's probably more than several. There's probably many Knolls. This is probably the biggest gathering of Knolls that they've seen in centuries.
Mm-hmm. And okay, well, let's try talking first. Doesn't work. Well, we'll have to improvise.
Here's a question. Cortec, you are now out of the Endless Desert. It is still raining. I forgot to mention that. So from the transition from the Endless Desert into the Golden Plains, it is currently raining. Are you going to put back on your full plate mail?
Yes. I think
You may with no suffering
Okay.
whatsoever. It is nice and cool. It's actually warm. Feels pretty good.
Feels good. Yeah. Okay, so Wulfgar, you were, I guess, the wisest one between all four of us.
I don't know about that. That's a pretty big assumption right there.
It's also probably fairly accurate.
Well, to
If only there was a numerical value for wisdom that we could use.
Yeah.
Well,
If only.
Well, Cortec actually looks at Wulfgar, and, well, he is the old guy, according in Cortec's view, that knows everything about life and death. And pretty much, like, in the dungeon about the whole kingdom. So...
well, Cortex should know he is over 800 years old now.
Oh, you told this to Cortex? Okay.
Yeah, he was there for the explanation, I think.
Alright. Just more reasons for Cortex to believe he's the wisest one. So Cortex looks at Wulfgar and says, well, any suggestion of how we should approach them?
I have not had dealings with the Knolls in some time. The easiest one to read was their war chief, but I know the druid is nothing to ignore. There seems to be that one of Shadow, but no one believed him. They believe the war chief most. Perhaps speaking with them, but they may be just as stubborn as a dwarf.
So you think we might have to resort to a duel, maybe?
I think violence should be your last option here, kid.
Yeah.
If a fight breaks out, we will have accomplished nothing, and it will be seen as a Ravensheaven fighting against the Knolls. For that to happen, we would need an alliance of the other races first, if there are as many Knolls here as I believe there are.
I agree, but...
Remember, there was also a division between the Knolls. Not all of them seemed like they had joined with the Undead.
I see. Well, as a man from the north, I know that sometimes people hear more to actual intimidation or violence than words. So, okay, let's do the talking, and in case it goes south, well, I offer myself as a fighter.
Wulfgar chuckles at this.
Okay.
Lead the way, lad. You're the one here as the ambassador, and I'm here just to make sure today is not the day that you die.
Okay, so, well, Cortec will start walking to the camp.
Are you showing any heraldry, any signs of parley? What are you doing?
Well, Cortec will have his axes stowed away, and, well, I guess we had the symbol from, we had everything we need for a diplomatic expedition from Ravenshaven, right?
You do have a physical symbol of Ravenshaven.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. In my armor and in my hand. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing, walking with the symbol of Baron. So, let's hope for the best.
So you're not stealthy, you are literally walking up. Just to be clear.
Remember, stay near me, and hopefully you all should be fine, unless the wyverns find us again. And he laughs.
Cortex laughs as well.
Ava laughs, but it's like one of those weak laughs that you do when you're really uncomfortable, like, ha, 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 ha.
Well, no, Cortex will not stealth.
You guys do not stealth, and your presence is quickly discovered.
Muffins above.
Go ahead and place you guys right here. Oh, I need Mud Skipper for this. I don't want to see you guys to your death. We need Mud Skipper there. She'll save us all.
Maybe she'll make Wulfgar drowsy for a little bit again.
You never know.
Uh,
Let's take him. Take him, not me. So, yeah, just click and drag your icon over into the area. Should be able to do that. Problems?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just do this. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Thanks.
Should be able to access it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Everybody roll me perception. As they see you, you see them. There's no stealth or anything like that. So these two people see it. Wulfgar and Ava. You guys see 2, 3, 4, 5 leaders currently. Currently 5 leaders. You see them do a quick discussion. Like, hey, Cortex, the only person who can understand them, can't hear them. Tell me about this helmet that's blocking your hearing, Cortex.
Well, Cortex is not really used to wearing full plate armor, so he's actually kind of getting used to sounds and everything that happens around him when he's wearing it. So the sound is kind of muffled, so he just gets a little bit down when really pay attention to it.
So they say something. You see them jump on these giant direwolves. They leap upon them, and you see this cavalry approaching you in all haste.
Well, lad, you're up.
Okay, well...
Everybody roll me knowledge history as they begin charging you. Excellent. Ava, you're pretty sure that they're going to attack you. However, Wulfgar, you know that this is a test of will. They're trying to see if you will break and run. Are you going to attack, Ava? As we see these Knolls take their full movement, you currently have some cover.
Wulfgar puts his hand up behind him. His like in a stop motion.
I mean, they're coming right out.
She will grab sort of her little buckler off the back of her backpack and strap it on her arm and maybe get a little low behind the rocks.
Okay, well, Cortex, did Cortex know that this was a test of will?
Yes, you're pretty sure that this is a see if you are a coward or not. See if
All
you
right.
will run, and they will chase.
All right. So as soon as they come towards us, Cortex steps out towards them
Mhm.
and says, we came to actually talk to you about a serious matter.
Roll me a persuasion as they are continually to run you down. Excellent. Excellent. So you come running out, right? And these wolves surround you, right? Apparently they don't hear you, don't listen to you, or what have you, and the wolves just trying to leap on you, right? I need you to give me 3 strength rolls.
Weighing up strength. Strength?
Mm-hmm.
Saving throw or just regular strength check?
This could be athletics or acrobatics, as they pretty much knock your ass over.
Or try to.
Try to. They have a good advantage on us.
And they do.
Yeah. They literally leap over you, right? And as you're like dodging out of the way, they knock your ass down. You are currently prone, and they pretty much envelop you, right? They have you currently surrounded. Is anybody doing anything else? As your companion is currently prone on the ground, their spears are up, right?
You see
man.
Wulfgar's hand is still up. He hasn't moved or flinched through all of this. He's trying to calm Mudskipper down too and just wait.
He says to wait.
Not only this, you see that the cavalry has overtaken Cortec, and that's when you start to see the other troops begin to move.
Oh man.
Alright, as Cortex falls on the ground, he says it again. I'm here to actually talk about important matters. Cut the bullshit.
Okay,
Oh.
persuasion. As you're knocked down on the prone on the ground. They actually reply. They pause. Spears lifted in the air, surrounding you. The question is, do you stand up? They have a ready action, as they are currently about ready to stab the shit out of you if you stand up. So their intentions are very clear. They ran you over, lifted up their spears, and they will take their attacks of opportunity, as they are pretty much just...
At this point, Ava will at least
They're
put...
currently stopped, but they have a ready action.
Yeah, at this point, Ava will at least put one hand on her heavy crossbow.
Alright, well, they didn't reply, right?
Currently, they just have a ready action. They have not attacked yet. If they had wanted to, Cortec, you're pretty sure that they could have bit you and knocked your ass down.
Yeah, well, Cortex says it again. Well, I'm not moving. I'm here to talk.
Okay.
All in all.
Excellent. Roll me that last skill roll. Things might get really interesting here. This is a 50-50 odds.
Oh, no.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
Yes, please.
The Knolls pause and begin to address you.
Okay.
Why have you come, human?
Well, it is of my knowledge and Ravenshaven knowledge that a really big threat is forming in the form of an undead army. And, well, since we are part of the living, I wanted to actually have you as my allies, other than my enemies.
You now speak to Red Cloud. I am the Red Cloud. The Knolls continue to move up and begin to surround you.
Well, Cortec looks at Red Cloud and says, well, can I stand up so we can talk?
No. You must surrender to us.
No. I mean, surrendering is not really a thing I do, but I do want to be your ally. So I want to see you face to face and actually discuss the matter that can affect both of us.
Interesting. So you're telling him no, right? You're not going to surrender.
Yeah, well, I said surrendering is not something I do, but I want to talk to him face to face, eye to eye.
I mean, they're coming. They're literally approaching you, yes. Red
Here's
Cloud.
the thing. Here's the thing. I obviously am surrender. I'm just not admitting.
Okay.
You know, I'm on the ground. I'm just asking him to know, like, well.
So Red Cloud says, "We will see," and he gestures for one of the Knolls to get off his direwolf, and he begins taking your weapons. The other Knolls begin to circle around you guys. They're brandishing spears, not high quality, but like wooden and stone. You notice this armored Knoll like climbing up over the rocks. You see this elemental currently just holding its ground. You see this dark cloaked figure. You also see the shaman who's kind of like just petting the earth elemental. They start taking your weapons. Does anybody resist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh boy.
Are you rolling initiative, Wulfgar?
Wulfgar will not fight them, but he will not let them take his stuff. So grapple checks or whatever he needs to do in a non-lethal way. But he's not allowing them to take any of his stuff.
Interesting. I can speed this really quick. They quickly overwhelm you, Wulfgar, taking the help action and advantage. You're knocked prone, and they threaten you. Of course, you don't understand them, Wulfgar. But Cortec, you say you keep struggling, human, you will die. And just see if anybody recognizes you. Wulfgar, you quickly see this creature right here climb up and over, and they seem to be like getting their weapons ready, and as they're like grappling Wulfgar, as his arms down, like this guy, who seems to be the war chief, like raises his axe to like behead Wulfgar.
No.
This one calls out and says something. She says, "Stop! Stop!" And this Knoll has his axe ready, right? And she says something. Cortec, you quickly understand that it says, "This is no human. This is a dwarf."
Okay, well, listening to all that, Cortec actually gives them his axes. Looks at the Knoll, Red Cloud, says, well, are we good now? You have our weapons. Please don't hurt my friends. We're all here seeking to be your allies, not your enemies.
Cortec, roll me a perception as you see this cloaked figure begin to approach. No. In the swarming bodies and masses, you quickly realize that this figure disappears amongst the bodies, right? You're like struggling and they're like pushing on you, and they're like, "Yip, yip, yip, yip," and they're all like chanting, right? Wulfgar, you notice like suddenly like this one right here is saying something to the other one. He stops, he pauses, and you realize that they gently take the Dragonborn. However, Ava, you realize that they are swarming you. quite quickly swarming up and over on you.
Is having a moment of really, oh god, I should have stayed back there. I'm an archer. I don't get close to people. I should have just stayed over there in that big pile of rocks where nobody could see me until it was too late for them. But no, I walked in with them. So she's having a moment where she's like regretting everything that happened in the past half hour and slightly panicked. So she sort of quickly like shrugs off her pack and like drops her weapons because she knows that's about the only chance she has at this point because she's not great in melee combat.
They roughly grab you, right, and begin binding Kortek and Ava. Wulfgar, they still have you grappled, right, but they do not bind you. And then Mudskip, they have her as well, and they begin to drag you all into the middle of the camp.
Let's see, I would sort of look at Mudskip to see if she's continuing to be her sour self.
You think that she has like a deadpan face. She has a little bit of information in regards to Knolls.
Mm-hmm.
As you are dragged, you quickly discover that they hate humans. As they begin to like pull on your hair, pinch you, they start shoving you, Ava and Kortek, very disgracefully, and they like spit on you and yip and yow. Most of their anger and focus is on Kortek and Ava. Wulfgar, you seem to like, your struggles seem to kind of like fade behind with Mudskip, as they are just harassing the crap out of Kortek and Ava. You quickly realize that their anger is towards the humans and not you.
All right. So,
Kortek, you quickly discover that they are deciding to either stone you to death or burn you in the fire pit.
all right. All right.
Same with you, Ava. Unfortunately, you, Ava, don't know what's going on in this gibbering, chattering language. Kortek, yes, you're the only one who currently understands this.
All right. So Kortek looks at the Knolls that look like leaders and asks, like, why such hatred for humans? Where I come from, we're not enemies. At least my tribe is not an enemy from Knolls.
Roll me persuasion, as they are currently discussing how to kill you in the most painful way.
Welcome to session number 1.
Welcome to session 1, everybody. Yes. You quickly understand it says, you are Inquisition. You are human. You have hunted us on the Golden Plains forever. And now we will take our vengeance for all the kin you have slain.
Well,
as this
as
is
they
happening,
say that,
this is happening, a Gnoll approaches Wulfgar. Roll me an intelligence roll, Wulfgar.
Woo!
Yes. This was the prisoner at Fort Malgrave.
Wulfgar will nod in respect to the Gnoll.
The Gnoll will nod in reply, and he will say something. Kortek, roll me a perception as all this stuff is happening. They're like pushing and grabbing your hair, and they're like, yeah, look at this kick-ass battle axe, yeah, woohoo! Yes, you hear this Gnoll say, this is not a human. He is a madman. He is cursed with madness. He is one of the Dark Ones. Look at his armor.
Okay. As Kortek hears that, he first says, I'm not Inquisition. I come from the north, from the end of Zion. I've never been to the
Roll me persuasion. As you're like, I'm not with those people. You have advantage due to your Ravenshaven.
Do you have a symbol of Talos too?
Also, didn't he have his tribal signals etched into his armor?
Yeah, my armor has my tribe's symbol. I have Ravenshaven symbol.
Roll me persuasion, as their hatred of humans seem to be clouding their current feverish anger. So they begin to discuss, look at his symbols. They grab him and so there's we should burn him anyways. And no, this is from Ravenshaven. They're currently debating, right, whether the stoning and fire should be used and should just be executed. And then sent back to Ravenshaven. They're currently discussing, should we just behead them and send a head back to Ravenshaven? And they're pushing and slamming you, right? Every so often you get a punch to the face, Cortec. Not brutal, but it's like a pat. They're trying to make you angry.
All right, with every single one of them, Cortec laughs and says, "Well, I said everything I had to say. If you want to kill me, at least do it honorably."
Doesn't look like you're very good at this, lad. You hear Wulfgar shout as he just sees you mockingly be beaten up.
Well, not a problem for him.
Yes, they quickly shame you. They say, no. What we will do is we will give them to the ants. Cortec, roll me a knowledge history. Not quite sure what that means. As they're yes, we will give them to the ants. Yes, we will not kill them. We will let nature do it for us. That way the blood will not be on our hands. Ava, what are you doing as you're getting the exact same treatment as Cortec? They are grabbing your longbow, holding it aloft and being like, la, 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 la.
Oh, I made that. Not happy. I'd if there's any way to get the ropes loose, I'd be trying to do that. If I could get any bits of metal from my smith tools in my pocket, just trying to.
Sure. Roll me a sleight of hand as you attempt to either unbind or slip something into your pocket that will go unnoticed.
All right, here we go.
That's a good question.
That's terrible.
Who's their passive? You succeed. As the fervent Knolls continue to wallop on you, they pay no attention to the bindings, or what is it that you're attempting to do?
Get I have smith tools on me, so in my pocket or in a bag. So I would get one of the little sharp pieces of metal and poke at the ropes to try and weaken them or break them.
Roll me 2d4 as you begin to work on the ropes.
Shoot.
I have to // roll 2 die.
Okay. Is there a space?
No, there shouldn't be. It's just roll 2d4.
To answer your question, yes, there is supposed to be a space.
Okay.
Between the there we go. You think in 4 turns, so 4 things are going to happen before your bindings will be cut loose.
Mm-hmm.
Wulfgar, we come back to you as they are currently discussing what to do with this strange dwarf that is with humans. Yet he is a dark one. This Female, you quickly identify as a shaman, approach you and says, "Do you speak common?"
Aye, lass. I speak a great many other things, but unfortunately not no.
Have you come to give these sacrifices to us?
Perhaps, but I must need my things back.
Roll me deception.
Come on, -1.
Hey, you chose it. You could have told the truth right here. She quickly discovers that you are lying. She says, "Is this common among your people?" You travel
Wulfgar.
with them. I can see in your eyes you care for them.
Wulfgar shakes his head. He will tell the truth that the Cortec has come from Ravenshaven to parley.
I think at this moment she literally reaches down and grabs the little tuft of cloth that the Ravenshaven have given you as well. And that's she's looking at it. She says, "Why have you come?"
Ravenshaven is worried about the march of the undead. They would seek peace.
You are not with the undead.
No, I am not.
Then you do not serve the Dark One.
I do serve the Black Flame, but I do not know the Stark One you speak of.
She quickly looks you over and she says, "Do these humans mean anything to you?"
Aye, they're in my charge. If any harm comes to them, you would have me to face.
Roll me persuasion. Or intimidation, whichever you prefer.
Let's go with persuasion. I actually have proficiency in that now.
Right.
Yay! I'll take my inspiration.
Okay. All right. You burn through your inspiration. Ava, you're the last one who has inspiration. She says, I will keep this in mind. She nods to you, and she says, "Feed this one." The Knoll prisoner, as you quickly realize, takes you and nods to the shaman, and begins to lead you, Wulfgar, off to the side, near one of the tents. They begin talking to Mudskipper, right? And you see how this goes for Mudskipper. They take her off to one of the tents. Yeah.
Hopefully that's not the torture tent.
They're all torture tents. You just don't know it. Yes. So currently they are discussing how to finish off Cortec and Ava. Interesting. Cortec, as they're poking and prodding you, I need you and Ava to both roll me a perception.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
Freaked out. You're both really freaked out.
Your party begins to get separated, right? As they're divvying out who they're going to kill and who they're not going to kill. Cortec, you don't notice anything that's going on. Blood Moon, and you quickly discover Twin Moon and Blood Moon begin talking. The shaman and the Knoll, who is fully armored, are discussing what to do next. The Knoll, Blood Cloud, takes, you see here, 2 guards continue to take him, are discussing, right, what to do with you. During this time, do you say anything, Cortec, as they're saying, "Yes, the ants will have him"?
Well, Cortec repeats, "I'm not your enemy, and I don't like ants."
Roll me that persuasion. Excellent. They stop beating the crap out of both of you. And they begin to like pay attention and eavesdrop on what is currently happening. So they kind of drag you right towards the fire. And you have these two chiefs. They seem to be the bigwigs. And then you are flanked by, once again, I need you two to roll me perceptions.
Okay.
Excellent. Ava, you are freaked out. Tell me why you are freaked out so badly.
Well, I'm surrounded by gnolls, but would that be 4 things? Would that be me finally undoing my binds?
You are currently 1 into it. Because you're kind of like...
Yeah, so I am surrounded by gnolls who are being not nice, and we're getting close to a fire.
So suddenly, like, it falls silent, right? As these two leaders are currently discussing what to do. Yes, you are being laid out before the fire, right? Your hands are bound. And everybody begins to begin assuming positions. Kortek, you quickly realize that there's a shadowy figure off to the side. And that gnoll isn't alive.
Oh.
That gnoll appears to be undead.
Okay. As Kortek realizes that, he quickly prays because, well, there's nothing else he can really do. He prays solid and asks for a way out of this. And then he says, leaders, can I speak?
What are you saying?
Can I speak?
Can he speak?
Can he? Yeah, of course you can speak. Yes.
No,
they're currently discussing. They haven't.
No, I'm asking them. I'm sorry. Can I speak?
They turn to you and say, "Speak, human. Let us hear your words, your final words, before you are given to the ants."
You have an undead on you. Does this mean you're sided with the undead, and then my trip was a waste of time?
They turn and look, and they say, "Yes, you speak of weeping fields. He is the servant of the Dark One." They gesture to Wulfgar.
Oh, they gesture to Wulfgar?
The Dark One.
Okay, and what about the undead gnoll behind me?
He is known as Weeping Fields. He is a servant of the Dark One. You can roll me an insight here. Don't mean shit to you. Ava, you notice that I need you to roll me insight as they gesture to, well, some dark figure in the back. And then they gesture to Wulfgar. Yeah, you don't know. Stuff that I can't tell you. Okay, well, there you go.
Well, Kortek then says, I already told you, I'm not your enemy.
That is not what the Dark One says. They say that the humans will march upon these lands soon, and you are human.
Yeah, but I'm not a human region. Come from the enemy's eyes. You can see the symbol of my tribe armor and the symbol of Ravensheaven that I brought here. If I was a human, that would be one of your enemies. I'm an exiled one. So please come to your senses.
Sure, roll me persuasion.
Jesus.
Hey, this is a diplomatic relationship, right? They quickly say, gag him. Cortec, you are gagged, and they turn to you, Ava. Twin Moon comes up to you and says, do you speak common?
Yeah, I didn't know that Knolls spoke common. That's pretty cool.
She seems unimpressed with your, yeah, that seems cool. And she says, who do you serve? Do you serve the Dark One?
I serve nobody but myself at the moment.
Roll me a persuasion as you say, I serve nobody. So she turns and looks at you and she says, then you have no loyalty to anyone.
Not yet. Nobody but my family, who's not here.
She gestures to Cortec and says, family?
Not. I mean, we just met. Maybe someday. I don't know. I don't know what kind of, he. I don't know what he has going on.
Is this human your mate? Is that why you travel with him?
I mean, I wouldn't be overly opposed, but I mean, I don't know what his deal is. I just met him. So, here.
That's not a no.
This is a female Knoll, by the way, right? She's trying to discover what your purpose is here and why. She quickly discovers that you're just a mercenary of some sort. And she says, are you spy?
No, I lost at hide and seek. I'm not made for this sneaky type of thing. I just try and stay as far away from stuff as I can.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh no.
You are a mercenary, and you will be given to the ants. Do you have anything else to say?
Where exactly are these ants? I mean, I don't see any anthills around here. But I mean, their anthills are pretty small, so I could be wrong.
They quickly hood you. Wulfgar, Mudskip. They see this cross thing as they begin to hood them, right? You see them beginning to lead them out of camp. The brave that named himself Red Cloud has begun leading the two bound people. Ava, you're beginning to cut your bindings. What do you do? As they are starting, well, you're now hooded, start to lead you out of camp.
Can I feel Cortec anywhere near me?
Yeah, you guys are literally 5 foot away from each other.
Are my binds aren't completely cut yet, are they?
No.
Getting started?
But on the march, probably to the ants. Whatever that is. Actually, you can roll me knowledge history as well. You've had encounters with Knolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're probably talking about some excruciating form of torture. So instead of killing you, what they're going to do is they're going to bury you up to your neck. And they're going to let the ants kill you.
Great. I will.
Yeah. So one or two things will happen, right? You will either die of dehydration in the Golden Plains. Or the ants
my extra water.
Yep. Yeah.
I will try extra hard to cut my binds and when I'm done with that, I'll try and pass the little sharp tool to Cortec and see if he can connect the dots.
Excellent. You guys begin to move out of the camp. So it is midday. Wulfgar, we switch over the camera to you, right, Wulfgar? The Knoll prisoner nods to you and says something. You can roll an insight. That's a strange language. Whatever he says is the exact same thing as what happened in at Fort Malgrave. He's gesturing to you. You know, it's the same stuff. Never split the party, but that's what I'm about to do.
Wulfgar nods. He doesn't really know, but he nods.
Yeah. Split the party. Split the party.
Alright, so did they take, like, all of our stuff? Or
Oh,
just the weapons? Okay.
So currently, you're in your armor, right? They didn't take off your armor or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, all that you have on you is your fists, and Ava currently has her, well, her shank. During the way there. Oh, she's not there, and they're not there. Just the Direwolves and you guys are there.
So
you guys are hooded. You guys don't know what's going on, and the march will continue.
At this point, do I have...
cut free?
Alright. So I'd sort of try to get as close to Cortec as I could and pass him the small, sharp implement.
Excellent. Roll me a sleight of hand. Slide it over to Cortec.
Does Cortec notices he's trying to do something like that?
You just feel somebody bumping into you, right? You're currently hooded.
Yeah, you're hooded, so you can't see, and you're gagged, so you can't talk.
Oh, nice.
So she easily hands it over to you, Cortec. You feel this sharp object in your hand. What do you do?
As soon as I feel a sharp object in my hand, Cortec actually uses thaumaturgy to make a sound over the left hand side of them.
So that requires a verbal component, and you are currently gagged.
Oh yeah, well, Christ.
So you're mumbling stuff, and nothing happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Cortec will try to lose his ropes. Yeah.
Roll me a sleight of hand. Just see if you can keep it away from the Knolls.
Man.
What could possibly go wrong, Cortec? Excellent. Roll me 2d4.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Right.
In 2 rounds, you will be free. So, currently, Ava is free of her bindings, but she's hiding it from the Knolls, who are currently leading them off to the ants.
Mm-hmm.
Cortec, you will be free in 2 turns. We're going to switch over to Wulfgar now. Wulfgar, roll me a perception as you see your companions being led off. Likely to end their fate, right? Yeah, you're pretty sure that this is the last time you're ever going to see them. They're surrounded by direwolves and gnolls. Yep, they're going to be. They're probably going to be executed somewhere else, not inside this camp. The shaman approaches you, Wulfgar, and says, "This one favors you, Wulfgar. Or this one favors you." Gestures to the prisoner that you recognize and says that this right here, this is Walking Ghost. He will watch you.
You've met the Dark One before.
I have not. Weeping Fields gestures to this shadowy figure that I don't think you've identified yet, have you?
Not yet. I just knew him as a dark figure.
She currently points them out, right? Says, Weeping Fields.
Wulfgar is going to walk over and take a look at Weeping Field.
The Knoll prisoner walking next. He has an axe that is currently sheathed, but is walking right behind you. You're pretty confident that you are being escorted around the camp. You have no weapons. All your equipment's gone. You do have your armor, however, as they are currently discussing stuff. Once again, Twin Moon walks over to Blood Moon, and they begin discussing stuff. Wulfgar, you see this creature as you approach. It looks at you.
Wulfgar is going to... he knows that they have some form of alliance with the undead, and he's been curious about this since they got here. He's going to open up his eyes of the grave to see if there are any if there are any undead in the camp.
Sure.
That would identify the Dark One.
Yes. You see currently one undead, and it is unnaturally so. It is Weeping Fields, who's currently staring at you. You are 5 foot away from Weeping Fields. You smell the death and decay upon this creature. It stares at you with empty eye sockets. It has sharp, pointy ears that are hardened and decayed. Yet behind it, you see this red, intelligent eyes staring back at you.
Do you speak, Weeping Fields?
It continues to stare at you.
You can tell my kin that I have enjoyed his welcome party, but I wish to speak to him now. I have need of him.
The undead creature continues to stare at you.
Do I have any idea where they've taken my holy symbol?
It'd probably be laying out before the leaders as they are currently discussing all their equipment and trying to figure out what's what and who's who and who's going to take what.
Wulfgar is going to walk over then.
Once again, the prisoner continues to follow you.
And he points to his things.
They turn and look at you and roll me a persuasion. They say, no.
You wouldn't want to anger one of the Dark Ones. As his eyes start to turn black and smoke begins to rise from his body.
Are you trying to intimidate them?
Yes.
Roll me that with advantage.
Whew.
Excellent.
He's not normally intimidating.
Yes.
But he's getting pretty pissed off at this.
When it's important. Yep, there it goes. They say, yes, a Dark One. Take what you need. And then they gesture to your equipment as laying off to the side. You are free to wander our camp, Dark One.
He nods and starts gathering his thing. And he will take that axe as well.
Roll me a luck roll. Let's see if one of the Knolls have already hey, that's a nice axe. I like that axe. That's a really cool Cortec axe that I want. Roll me a luck roll.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that axe is already picked up, buddy. I'm curious. Who's going to take it, though? I have a lovely selection of leaders. 1, 2, 3. Blood Moon would be... Yeah, yes. You notice the war chief, right? I'll get it all in armor. By the way, how I decided was up, down, right to left. It could have been the undead as well. However, the war chief, decked out in not full plate. Let me see here. He's got some armor on him. Chainmail. He's got chainmail on. He reaches down and picks up the axe and says, "This belongs to me."
Wulfgar nods. He's going to take a step back from the group and allow them to keep deliberating.
They're still discussing the matter of what to do with the Dragonborn. Oh, well, you don't know what's going on. My bad. Sorry.
When they were taken away, though, did he only see Ava and Kortek being taken away?
Yes. Currently, you see Mudskip, who's currently... she's not bound, but she's sitting in front of the tent. She's currently got her legs crossed, and she's sitting like pretty much her captives are doing. She is sitting idle.
Then he will walk over to her, and he will speak in Draconic. Have you told them that you're with the Inquisition, lass?
She raises an eyebrow, right? You notice that she has none of her Inquisition items on.
Somewhere
Most
in the
of that stuff
distance,
got torn.
Ava feels a twinge of unfairness.
Mudskip has said absolutely nothing in regards to this. Maybe this has something to do with almost shooting her the other night. Yeah. She looks up at you, Elfgar, and shakes her head no as you say Inquisition in Draconic.
He nods. He turns. He starts to walk back over to the shop, and he points to Mudskipper. I have need of this one. Her life is mine.
They turn and look at you and they say, "Her life belongs to us."
Are you sure you want to continue to defy a Dark One?
Roll me intimidation.
Eh?
They say, "We do not wish to anger the Dark One.
Wulfgar nods.
Her life belongs to you. Take her."
Wulfgar nods.
Once again, you're being followed around by the Knoll prisoner.
He doesn't seem to mind that he's got company. He walks back over to Mudskipper, and again in Draconic. Lass, you are safer now. I have saved you once more. We will see soon enough if the other humans are as resourceful as I believe they are.
So she begins to stand up, and then Knolls start getting nervous, and then Twin Moon waves over at them, and then they nod back. Once again, you have company. This time with 3 Knolls. I believe we can switch over the camera now, as you have gathered your forces once again. Yes. Kortek, we get a scene of you snapping your bindings, right? 2 rounds have passed by. Ava, you are currently free. You are currently surrounded by wargs, right? They begin escorting you down into what appears to be I need you both to roll dex, as you are currently going over some rocky ground, right? By the way, you guys can still hear the drums. Kortek, buddy. You are are folded, right? Blindfolded and gagged. As you're working your bindings, right? You lose your balance and roll me a die 6 as you begin tumbling down. You take 5 points of damage as you
All
are
right.
the first to land. And I need you to roll me another sleight of hand. Because whether you want to or not, your hands come forward.
Son of a barrel.
Excellent. That's why you took 5 points. You ate it, right? You took almost the full amount of damage, but you do not break your sleight of hand.
All right.
You hear like chuckling and laughter, Ava, as you hear this like tung 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 tung.
All right. Okay. Since I'm down way before, they are far away, right?
Oh yes. You hear them up above, like shuffling, making their way slowly down.
All right. I'll try to stealthily take my hood off.
So that's going to be impossible, since you're literally being observed.
All
You're
right.
doing
well,
something.
but aren't they like focusing getting down? Like it's like a mounting, or just like
So okay. So it's a slope down, a rocky crest down.
Mm-hmm.
And you think they intentionally took the roughest way, that way you would fall, right? And as you're like going down, right, they have a vast space. So they're literally higher level than you are.
Are there any
All
loose
right.
rocks around?
Oh yeah, tons of them. Tons of them.
I would like to sort of fake trip, and like as I'm down, grab a fist-sized rock in my hands.
I believe that is a performance, right?
I guess
You're
so.
attempting to like, oh, I fell down. Oh.
Crap, I actually fall.
So as you begin, yeah, you definitely roll me acrobatics to make sure, or not acrobatics or athletics in order to not fall. Yeah. So you stumble, but you don't fall down, right?
Mm-hmm.
They laugh at you as you're like doing this fake shuffle. As you guys continue to go down.
Let's see, how much can I hear? Like how far Cortec fell?
Yeah, roll me a perception.
Nope.
No, you are too focused on your performance. The laughter of the Knolls behind you in order to make it all the way down. Cortec, buddy. I assume you stand up?
Yeah. I'll keep pretending I'm still tied up.
Yeah. They lead you over, and you hear like two people like, help us. They unhood you and reveal your current dire situation. You see two humans who are currently dug all the way up to their necks, and their mouths are dry and their lips are parched, and they're like, help us. The Knolls kind of like cheer, right? Yeah, woohoo! And as they begin to dig fresh new graves, you also see several bones lying around. Yeah.
They look like humanoid bones.
Roll me what would it be, a medical check? Yeah.
Aha!
Medicine.
Oh wow.
Yes. Definitely some human bones. Humanoid, not just human. Humanoid as well. You see several. They begin digging your shallow graves.
Okay, is there any Knoll like really close to me?
Okay, so to be clear, they met up with another pack who's been watching over this group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Currently, they're there discussing, Cortec, you can understand it. They're like, these have been given to the ants, just like the others. May the blood flow through their veins and soak the richness of the fields. The brave, right? Kind of like nod and hand you off to the others and they begin to leave.
Okay.
As they're doing this, as the group leaves, right? They begin unbinding you and handing you shovels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So as soon as they unbind me, they also take my mouth thing away. Can I
Have you revealed your weapon yet? Have you revealed your shank? Have you continued the stealth? That's my question.
Yeah, I did, but
Do not spot your shank.
All right. I'll try to actually hide
Sure.
on me, and as soon as they untie me to give me the shovel, can I actually take the I forgot the word.
He's going to remove the gag.
Exactly.
That is a good question. Roll me a percentage dice. Because I don't think they're going to force you to do it. Yeah. They're probably not going to force you to do it. Force you to keep the gag on. They don't care. Yeah, they don't care. You remove the gag quite easily. And they currently have their spears out, and they are ready. And they point to the ground, and they say, well, you quite understand, Cortec. Dig. Dig. Ava, you can roll me an insight. To get their meaning.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. It's quite clear that these are like low guards are here to watch the prisoners and watch the ants slowly eat them.
All right. How many of the guards are there?
There's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, and there seems to be some sort of leader.
How close together are they standing?
They have their spears out and all pointing at you. They are fully aware of you. So,
No, how close together are they?
about 5 foot apart and a 25 diameter. So where you guys currently are is represented by this.
Okay. So. Is that campfire actually there?
Yes. Oh, yes. It is burning. You smell the sweet meats of the recent hunt that they have been on.
Alright. So I sort of side-eye Kotek. It's like, do you have any kind of plan?
Okay. I should say that. And Cortec hears the Knolls telling him to actually dig.
Yes. Dig.
Cortec's eyes start turning blue. Bright blue.
Okay.
Around his body, several electricity sparks start coming out. And his voice sounds like thunder. He looks at the Knoll, talks to Knoll, and says, "You insubordinate shits. I came here to talk. I'm not gonna dig. Get fucking ready." And then he just hits one of the Knolls with the shovel and tries to get his spear from him.
I believe that's initiative right there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Well, you wanted to fight.
Oh, well.
Good luck.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Woo!
I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Wulfgar, this might be a little
So.
Well, I can still hear if you need me.
That is true. That is very, very true.
Can I actually
Two.
through the effects? Can I try to intimidate them as well?
So as I understand it, you cast a spell, which was an action, right? Then you moved, right? Currently a shovel.
I did all 3 effects. In
You're
attention
doing a lot of stuff, by the way. I'm allowing a lot of stuff happening. right?
Well, all 3 effects actually to actually surprise them and
So-
give
They're not
them an idea
surprised.
that I mean, giving them an idea, the common human.
The spell does allow for 3 simultaneous effects to happen at once,
Yeah,
by the way.
exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's why I used 3 times.
Cool.
And through that, I'm attempting to intimidate them, and then I'm going to move.
Okay, so roll me intimidation. Go ahead. You do have your armor on. Both of you guys still have your armor. Yeah. Nah. Yeah,
All right,
not
the
scared at all.
effects don't help, not even a little bit, right?
So I'm letting a lot of stuff happen here as you begin swinging on them, right? So they're not afraid of you. You're just like yelling and shouting, and this isn't the first time that they've seen a light show, and they're quite scared of the warlord and the shaman more than they are afraid of you.
All right.
So I believe you get a surprise. Well, they're not surprised. The Snoll, not happy at your little display of magic, comes up to you and misses. Next one. This one comes up and swings on you with his spear. Hits. Takes 6 points of damage as the spear rams through your armor.
All right.
Cortec, buddy, you're starting to get surrounded by a bunch of gnolls.
Did I not have a turn?
You're on the board. Oh, you're at the top.
Yeah, she was actually
You are
first.
first. You are actually first, Ava.
Okay. So while that was happening, I would have had the head of my shovel in the hot fire, heating it up. And when Cortec makes his move, I would swing the shovel full of hot ashes at the gnolls nearest to me.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll it. Let's see here. So I'm going to need an athletics or acrobatics as you jump over here and then toss the grit into the gnoll's eyes. And which one are you targeting?
Let's see. So the fire's here, so I would that. So probably that one.
Okay.
Or that
You
one.
may use athletics or acrobatics in order to target ping who you're wanting to blind. So the leader is clearly this one, right?
Yeah, so I'd probably go for the leader.
Excellent.
He's closest. So what do you need? Athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Alright.
Awesome. Roll me a die 6. He is currently has the condition blind for 5 turns, as the ash and stuff getting in his face. He's like, ah! Howls in pain and agony. It screams. Cortec, it is your turn. You see Ava just whoosh, and it's just my eyes.
All right. So what Cortec does is he gets the gnoll that just hit him with his spear.
Mm-hmm.
As he's hit, he grabs the spear and tries to take it out of the gnoll.
That is a disarming.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So athletics versus athletics. +2. Ooh, 19. So you have this brief tug of war, right? Over this spear, right?
All right. And Cortec uses his action surge
Excellent.
and does it again.
Cool. +2. His looking rolls. Yeah. Corsac, buddy. This tug of war isn't going anywhere anytime fast. You remember you still have your shovel, which counts as like a club.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Okay. Snow. Seeing you blind his leader, he's like going to run up to Ava and he's going to attempt to stab her with his spear. Yeah! Oh shit.
Damn it. Damn it.
5 points of damage as a spear stabs into you, Ava. Enraged. The Knoll pack leader's like, my eyes, my eyes. He can only move at half speed and attacks with disadvantage. He's going to just lay there and try to clean his eyes. Ava, it is your turn.
I think I would like to swing at the Knoll that just came up to me with the red hot head of my shovel.
Do it. Do it.
Let's see, what do I use for that? It's an improvised weapon, sort of, isn't it?
So just make a normal attack roll. So, and then just, so, I don't know, it would be a club. It's a simple weapon. So you would have proficiency in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be with your rapier, I guess. So just swing with your rapier.
Okay.
Excellent. Do some sweet, sweet damage.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap.
Tell me how you kill the Snow.
I would like just the red hot part of the shovel is so hot that I'm able to just slice cleanly his head off and it cauterizes the wound. Just goes right through.
Shovels are incredibly dangerous, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Badass, dude.
Oh, yes. So you hear this shink as this weapon cleaves through the Knoll's head. It's the Knoll's turn. He runs up to poor Cortec, who is currently tug-of-warring, attempts to stab him. He misses.
Alright, as he misses, Cortec uses his reaction and his riposte.
Excellent.
And, well, goes for an attack.
Do it.
1 second, let me just... Be a club, right?
Yes. So, do you have a single... Just make an attack roll and then add your proficiency bonus on it.
And strength, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely strength.
Alright.
Do you have a single-handed weapon? You have a battle axe. Yeah, just roll battle axe. That will miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. These Knolls are smart, right? As you're like tug-of-warring though, right? He begins to flank you, Cortec. This is not some undead, mindless being or some insect. It takes advantage, full advantage of the flanking bonus, and attempts to shank you, and misses horribly. Yeah. And then another one. The one right across from him takes the shanking bonus as well. And misses horribly. Cortec, we already had you.
Alright, so... Well, Cortec goes for the hit on this one.
It is Cortec's turn because he used his reaction.
That's right.
Yeah, and, okay, I'll use another superiority die to feint. So I have advantage on the attack.
Excellent. That's a hit. Roll that damage.
And, alright, and then it's the damage plus 1d8.
Roll it.
1d4, this, 1d8. You got 10 damage.
Tell me how you kill this Knoll.
Well, Cortex smashes his head, just completely crushing it with the pen. and then turns to this two, still with his eyes blue, and is enraged.
Yeah. They're kind of like starting to think like maybe this wasn't a great idea. Anything else, Cortec?
As a bonus action, can I grab the spear of the Knoll just killed?
Yes, you may free action drop and then pick up spear.
Oh, all right. So one hand I have a shovel, the other hand I have a spear.
Excellent. It counts as a club and a spear. Both can be used single-handedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, that's it for now.
The Knoll Pack leader's eyes are still burning, red hot, and screaming because of Ava's devastating early assault. Still screaming in pain. Ava, it's your turn.
I'd like to head directly towards that screaming and try to whap him
He
with
is
my
currently
shovel.
blind. You have advantage on this.
All right.
He cannot defend himself against these attacks. And that's a hit.
Hup. Whap.
Oh, well.
Not
So
that
as
great
he's
of a
like
hit.
squirming, right? As he's squirming, he's like, ouch!
Does Cortex see Ava attacking the leader?
Oh yes, this leader is obvious. Like he has like feathers in his like mane, his scruffy hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's clear and obvious that he is suffering from a burning condition.
All right. Cortex yells, "Don't go too hard on that one."
I will sort of look into the camera like I'm on The Office. You know? Like, he just tried to murder me. I'm going to knock him unconscious at the very least.
Yeah, we might need him.
Taking full advantage, he begins flanking you and stabbing the shit out of you from the back. That's a 17. Nope.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
next
and
one.
again, repost.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Oh, sweet damage.
All right, so 1d6 plus 1d8.
Tell me how you kill this Knoll.
All right, as he misses, Cortex actually turns, hits his spear off the way, and punctures his chest with his own spear.
It screams as it dies. Having no flanking buddy, this one's kind of like, he takes the disengage action. 1, 2, 5, 6.
All right.
He's not going to tangle with a fully armored. He's like, why did they take his armor off? Cortec, is it your turn? It is
All right.
your turn, Cortec.
Okay, Cortex drops the shovel, grabs the other spear, and throws both spears on the running Knoll.
Ooh.
Roll it. Roll it. That will be close.
Come on.
No. It agilely steps out of the way as these two spears go flying past it. Yeah. Anything else, Cortec?
Yeah. Well, he actually comes close to this one right here.
Excellent. As the Knoll leader, so he now has someone to attack. He has disadvantage on you, Ava. It's because he's blind, right? He's going to just swing wildly and crazily at you. He has disadvantage here. I misses horribly. Ava, it is your turn.
I would like to whap once again
Yes, you have
with
advantage.
the broadside of the shovel.
You have advantage here. It hits a hit.
Another little whap.
It's some damage. It's not amazing or anything like that. This one is clearly tougher.
Yeah,
than
now
the
that my
other
shovel
ones.
is not red hot anymore. It's not doing the job.
This Knoll continues to run up at half pace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then attempts to double move. I don't think you can do that over difficult terrain. But he's like, Kortek, it is your turn.
Alright, so Kortek moves behind the leader, and Kortek will try to suplex him.
Yes.
With that,
You have
get a
advantage on
flanking
both
bonus.
of these attacks. Yes. Not that you needed it. Not that you needed it, because he is currently blind.
Yeah.
2 more rounds. Yes.
So Kortek grabs him by the waist and just suplex him to the ground.
Yes. Go ahead and give me an athletics as you attempt to grapple him. Let's see what his strength bonus is. Yeah, strength bonus is +3. Okay. So, with grapples and checks like that, he easily just pushes you off, right? As you attempt to grapple him, he just raw. Let's see here. It is his turn. He has 1 more turn left of blindness. He has a lovely selection. He has 1 behind and 1 in front. Highs, he's going to attack you, Kortek. Lows, he's going to attack Ava. Kortek, you have been the chosen one. He
right.
attacks with disadvantage. And misses horribly. Ava. So he like pushes you off and then tries to swing. So he like pushes and swings and at the same time and misses you completely.
Okay.
Ava, it's your turn. You have 1 more turn of blindness before
Let's see. What would I have to do to get his weapon away from?
You'd have to disarm him, which means that you would have to do an athletics or acrobatics.
I'd like to try and grapple with him with athletics to wrench that axe out of his hand or whatever he has.
Excellent. Let's see what he currently has on him. He has a lovely selection. He has a glaive and a longbow. Which weapon are you attempting to shank away from him?
I'll take the glaive for now, just because it's most melee.
You do rip the glaive away from him. Yes. You currently have a glaive.
Whee.
It has reach, and it's a die 10 worth of damage.
Let's see, that was my turn though, just wrenching it away from him, right?
That's it. That's all you can do. I mean, you can move around him, but that's it. Unless you have some sort of bonus action that you'd like to take.
I don't think so.
This Knoll, he reaches the top of the cliff, and he's about to be disappearing here soon. Kortek, buddy, what you doing?
All right.
Alright, how far away is the other Knoll right now?
He's about ready to disappear over the horizon.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, because
Literally
longbows...
have 1 round before he's
Yeah,
gone.
longbows have a range of 600 feet.
Yes,
So-
in a straight line.
Yeah.
He's going up and over the cliffs. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the direction that you guys came from is where he's going.
Mm.
These aren't mindless undead that will just, hang out and fight forever. No. Other stuff happens.
Alright, Kortek attempts to suplex him again because he has no weapons in his hand.
Do it. Okay. It's +3. That's a 19.
Bummer.
Once again, he just pushes you, Kortek.
Well, don't I have advantage because it was blind?
You do, yes, you do have advantage.
All right,
Flanking
so
bonus, yes.
22 is more than 19, isn't it?
He currently has the grapple condition.
All right. And, well, then attack.
Okay. Anything else, Kortek?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay. This is the last round. Kortek, you and him are in a death throes, right? And he attempts to go for your jugular. He is blind and trying to bite you with his teeth, his cruel teeth, and misses. This is the end of his blindness, by the way. You see, like, as he bites down, like, his tears are, like, finally clearing his eyes. You think that he is no longer blind after this.
All right. Well, as we're struggling together, I keep saying, stop. We're not your enemy. We're not.
On your turn, you can do something.
Yeah, well, that's
Hey,
what
man,
I'm
are you
doing while I'm
bud?
Let's
grappling.
see. If he's grappled, does that mean I can just snatch his longbow?
No, because he's not. So all that happens in a grapple is that his movement drops to 0. So he acts normal everywhere else.
I think there might be other weapons on the ground from the other
Yeah,
Knolls.
there's all types of weapons on the ground.
Are there
currently
any?
spears? You currently have a glaive.
No, I know, but I just wanted something ranged so I could try and get the guy that's running away.
I mean, there are spears. There was 3 spears here, right? And then there was a spear over here.
Alright, I guess I'll grab one of the spears
Sure.
and move up and try to throw it. Let's see what that be.
As you run by, he's going to attempt to bite you.
What
as
a
you
jerk.
run. And he misses.
Oh, good.
This rabid leader attempts to bite you.
Alright, let's see. Meh. I will chuck.
Toss a spear. Yep. So spear has 20/60. It's die 6 plus 2.
Let's see. Okay.
So go ahead and make a longbow attack.
Oh, longbow attack?
Yeah, because it's a ranged weapon.
Alright. Oh, that's right. And I have like +5 to hit on each one.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's going to be super close.
No.
Nope. The spear goes wide, right? You over arc it. This knoll disappears. Cortec, buddy, you are currently struggling with this knoll who's trying to bite you now. What you gonna do, buddy?
All right. Hortek will do. Well, before he does the suplex, he says, "We don't want to kill you. We came here to talk. Since the beginning, we're not humans of inquisition." And then he suplexes him to the ground and holds him there.
Okay. Roll me. I believe that's an intimidation, right? You're trying to intimidate him to yield to you, right?
No. I'm just trying to, say the truth.
I mean, so
I'm not trying to intimidate him. Telling him to stop and we won't attack him more. Stop.
So let me tell you about this Knoll, right? He was not at the camp. I'm pretty sure that this is kind of like a jailer. Like, his job is to keep an eye on prisoners. He's not a diplomatic leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your words kind of mean nothing to him, right? Because his job is to keep an eye on prisoners, not diplomatize.
Then I guess it is an intimidation.
So roll me that in sweet English. Okay. His ears go back, right? As he starts looking around at all of his men or all of his gnolls who are dead, right? Mm-hmm. And then he's like, maybe I don't want to die. He says, I yield.
All right. When he says that, Cortec asks for a rope from Ava.
Rope all around.
I guess I'll hand him one.
Mm-hmm. And I bind the hands of the gnoll.
Sure.
As he's bound, I will cure wounds him.
He is hardly injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I whacked him on the head a couple of times.
Actually,
Symbolic?
more symbolic than anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Boop.
And then I look in his eyes and say, "And no, I came here to talk to you, leader. I'm sorry for your companions, but now I need you to actually vouch. I just saved you."
He looks at the other dead Knolls lying around as you're like, I'm trying to save you. And he like says, all humans lie.
I just healed you.
You think your light and gentle touch will change my mind? I think not. And he like spits on the ground. He says, you deserve to be with the ants.
All right. Right now,
Are we out of initiative?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I would retrieve my trusty shovel and start trying to dig up the other people.
You also, let me tell you all the equipment you currently have on the Knolls. So this Knoll has a chain shirt on. He also has a glaive and longbow.
Oh, I would also like to disarm him of the longbow.
Yes, you.
All right.
Get the longbow. And then on the other ones, you have other longbows. So you have 5 longbows, and then you have 5 spears, and then 2 shovels.
All right.
Yeah. Just take a longbow and some arrows, and then retrieve the shovel and try to dig up these people.
As Zeva is going to dig out the people, Kortek kind of looks to her over the shoulders, look to the Gnoll, and tells her to wait. And looks at the Gnoll again and says, "Well, I don't care about those other humans." And then he steps up and kicks the face of the guy in the ground. Comes back to the Gnoll and says, "Can we talk now?"
Okay. So who are you kicking?
The man.
Ping who you're kicking.
Oh, sorry. The man.
Are you hitting to kill? That's my question.
Yeah, it's a pretty good kick.
So before that goes down, Ava, you see him mumble something in Norse. He's clearly walking over. He seems to be punting this guy, right? Punting this guy's face. So Kortek, you are kicking to injure it, right?
Yeah.
You will likely break this man's neck.
Well,
to be clear,
he's half dead. That's okay.
Yeah.
I was sort of looking at him like he's crazy. Like, what are you doing? We were innocent. They were about to do that to us. How do you know these people aren't innocent too?
Then I look at her and say in common, the mission here is get the Knolls to actually join. It's not saving them. And then I kick the guy.
Ugh.
Are you doing anything, Ava, to stop this?
I will sort of freeze because that stuff is above my head, but I know that sort of there are more lives in danger than those 2 people.
Yeah.
And she's sort of frozen, I guess, as the whole situation sort of hits her in the face.
Your eyes widen as this man who is buried up to his neck snaps at the punt. He lays there. He doesn't scream, doesn't call out, nothing. Kortek, you break his neck as you kick him.
All right. He goes back to the Gnoll and says, "Can we talk now?" No.
The Gnoll looks at you, right? Glaringly. He says, "It matters not."
What?
He smiles at you. He smiles at you. He says, "You think I am the prisoner now?"
Well, I look at the Gnoll and repeat. I already said I'm not with those humans. I want to side with you. Can we talk?
You will speak to someone in charge very soon. I think that's where we get a cutscene, right?
All right.
We get a cutscene. Ulfgar, are you there?
Yeah.
We get a cutscene, right? Unbeknownst to you, you and Mudskip are currently walking. You have an entourage of 3 Knolls. Yeah. Where are you guys what are you guys doing? And what are you guys saying? Doing? What are you guys doing? Unbeknownst to you, stuff's been happening. The Wolf Riders come back, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Ulfgar wants to speak with the shaman. He's curious about how they speak with the dark.
So you approach the shaman, who are still currently in discussion, right?
Right. And he also wants to know what the Dark One told them about the humans.
So the Knolls turn and look at you as you're interrupting their conversations. And it says, Dark One, what is it that you require of us?
What did the others say of the humans?
Humans are evil.
What makes the Dark One believe they are coming for this place?
Do you not know? Do you not know the history of humans?
Of course I do. I also know they would rather kill you upon sight than give any sort of land or otherwise to you. I share no love of humans, but I seek the other Dark One. The humans have something of mine.
What do they owe you?
A stone.
And the gesture, like, what? Like, what?
A relic of the past. It was known as Gia's Tear. Belongs to my kin and I would see it returned.
You speak of the Earthstone.
I...
Indeed.
Would you be marching upon the humans soon with the other Dark One?
We serve our own interest. We are here to hold Ravensheaven at bay, so that the Dark One may attack the elves and destroy them.
And what does the Dark One have with the elves?
We know not.
He looks over at
Weeping Fields.
At Weeping Fields. And how does this one speak for the Dark One?
He does not speak, but someone speaks through him. He is the Dark One's spirit guide.
Wulfgar nods. Then I suppose I will need to see if I can get the attention of the Dark One. If I were to march against the humans with the Dark One, would you join us?
We stay here. Protect from Ravensheaven, so they not do anything. We no fight elves or humans. We protect our land from all except Dark Ones.
Wulfgar nods, and he walks over to Weeping Field. Well, I suppose I need to get your attention once more.
The undead Knoll just stares at you.
Let me see what I can do about this.
Humans are so evil. I love how there's this transition, like kill. Oh. Wait a second. Oh,
I mean, to be fair, Wulfgar never came here looking for a fight.
that is true.
He's going to try something. This may go horribly wrong.
That's always the best part.
So he is going to try to turn undead.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Let me double check my stuff. This may actually destroy him. Because I think I don't know if I'm not high enough level to where I get the destroy undead feature. But I think that's level. I think that's a higher level. I think I get that when I'm level 10.
Awesome.
So it's just gonna be turn undead.
Cool. What do I need to roll?
Yeah, I think Destroy Undead, first one's level 5.
Well, technically, I'm not level 5 cleric though.
Excellent. So you reveal. Tell me your description on how you're turning undead. First off.
So his eyes turn dark as he presents the holy symbol, which is now this bright green claw. He mutters something in Dwarven, instills fear into this undead as he tries to get the attention of the Dark One.
What's the DC for it?
It's DC 13. It's not that high.
Whew.
So all of a sudden, right, this creature disengages from you, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, well, it's off the map.
Wulfgar nods to himself and puts his holy symbol away.
The others turn and look at you and says, "What had you do?"
He will return. I merely tried to send a message to the other Dark One. I have no time to wait for him to speak through that creature. So hopefully he will receive my message and speak back.
Would you go to Fort Malgrave and speak with the Dark One?
I think I will.
You are braver than most.
I've already been there once. He winks.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
This guy, go saw me show up, do some stuff, and then leave.
Yeah. Actually, he saw you berated. Saw them try to browbeat you, right, and shunned you.
He walks over to Mudskipper. Lass, I think I need to speak with one of my kin at Fort Malgrave. I can see you back to Ravenshaven if you wish, or you may accompany me.
Roll me a persuasion. She says, "I will follow you, Wulfgar."
He nods. We will have a bit of respite here. Gather your strength, and what we can, we shall be off shortly.
Wulfgar, you see a bunch of people return. You see the Warg Riders and was it Red Cloud all come in. You don't know what happened to the others, right?
Yep.
You have no idea what happened. They left and they just didn't return. What happened? Oh, where's Red Cloud?
He is going to ask to spend the night before they make it to Fort Malgrave.
They nod to you in reply and offered you to rest. I think this is a cutscene, right? As we see like this one single Knoll after the Wolf Riders pass by, he starts yelping, and Wulfgar, you you're quite sure that something has happened, but you're not quite sure. And we flip over to the prisoners.
All right, so I would have offered the glaive to Kortek. Will you take it?
Kortek actually says thank you, but he prefers chew spears.
Prefers what?
Chew spears.
He wants
okay.
2 spears.
All right, so then I will take the glaive with me, and I'll gather as many arrows as I can and to the far side of the little rocky crag and climb up so I'm on the other side of the crag from the camp and sort of find a little bit of a rock to set up behind and just sort of wait there with my longbow out.
Roll me a perception as you're peeking up over the edge.
She's tired.
I mean, yeah, you just got out of a battle and stuff, so of course you're tired. So you're like trying to keep your head low, right?
Mm-hmm.
This lady, right? She comes up to you and says, "Thank you so much for saving me. I thought I was going to die. I am Linda Gophries. What's your name?"
Ava Fletcher, and we're not out of danger yet. So
She looks back at Kortek and nods in agreement.
I suggest if you're any good with a bow, you join me. And if not, pray.
She says, "I'm a surveyor out here. My job was my task was to survey the land. I was captured by these Knolls, and I didn't know what they were saying, but they began burying me. I was captured a day or two ago. Do you have any water, food?"
I probably don't, do I? Because they took it all, didn't they?
Yep, you don't have any of your equipment.
Do any of the Knolls have anything on them?
Yes, they have currently they have food that's currently being cooked right here, right over the fire camp, over the fireplace that they were holed up. They also have like rations and stuff like that. This seems to be a well camped area.
I'd sort of look at her and say, this is a campsite, so I suggest you take what you can get, because we're in for a long hunt.
She begins scavenging the stuff, right? She finds like a cooking knife and bedding and stuff like that. Survival equipment, rope. She picks up one of the shovels, right? She's like, "I'm not very good in combat." She has like light armor, very like padded. It's not the best in the world. You know that she's not a combatant at all. She's like, should we run away from this place? Should we stay? What should we do?
I don't think we should split up, and I don't think anywhere we could run they could catch us easily. So I think we need to make our position and use what we have to survive. So Ava's she's been having more of a deadened tone, and her expression's been sort of shadowed and dark. And ever since Kortek killed the guy with his foot and So she's sort of not quite a dark cloud, but like her previously sunny attitude has sort of become overcast.
Alright, does Cortec hear the lady?
Oh yeah, she's not making it. This is while she's like gathering like supplies and tools. She currently has like a hunting knife. She has like mundane items like camping gear and bedding, tenting, stuff like that.
Alright, Cortec looks at her and says in calmly, "You should run."
You think she won't be shot down by the riders? Torn apart?
Well, she has more chances.
Love this duality of humans and monsters.
Well, Cortec gets up, grabs all the spears he can, actually
You
carry
have
with him.
5. Currently
All
have
right.
5.
Comes back, starts taking like a rest for as long as he can, looks at the lady and says, "Well, do whatever."
She gestures to the man and she says, I don't know who he was. Do you know who he was? He said he was Albion Russell. Do you know him? Did you hate him?
Does he have any kind of like identifying sigil, like a necklace or something around his neck?
Are you digging him up? That's a good.
Not currently. I mean, I don't think digging up a corpse is generally what you do.
Well, Cortec looks at her and says, "Oh, no. Well, he was half dead, just ended his surgery. And, well, it was the means to an end." Ava is not happy with that, right?
No, you see her grip on the glaive sort of tighten, and she looks a little bit away.
Well, I mean, Cortec has a good heart, but he is a Norseman from the wild. So.
But, yeah, Ava will sort of have a meal, gather a skin and like any dry supplies, just sort of take it with her and go sit on the other side of the ridge. Sort of.
So what is the plan from here? What are you guys planning to do?
For now, Cortec says like the lady should run. He keeps trying to make a conversation with Knoll, trying to assess like what are his chances of actually getting out of this room,
I think you're just trying to have a conversation with him, right? So roll me a diplomacy as you're like talking to him. A persuasion. So he's open to conversation, right?
All right.
He looks at you, Cortec, and he says, yes. What do you want, human?
Well, my main goal was to come here and actually get sided with in the coming war. Apparently, you don't like humans. I don't know why, but I'm not. No.
Humans are filth. They come through every so often and kill our people. He like looks at the 5 dead bodies. Like, yes.
Well, Cortec looks at him, glares at him, and says, "Well, you were the ones to attack first."
I mean, what does he say to reply to that?
Well, anyways, well, you were the ones to attack first. I mean, they had to die because you wouldn't talk if you had more numbers.
We do not trust the words of humans.
Well, okay, Cortec gets really pissed off. And, well, he kills this gnome.
So this is execution style, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
it's an automatic crit, right? He's a bound prisoner. You kill him, right? Ava, was there anything that you wanted to ask the Knoll before? Well, I mean, you can't speak Knoll.
I don't speak Knoll, so I'm just sort of watching this from above,
So
and I shake my head.
Right. You kill him. You
All right.
execute this Knoll.
Alright, so Cortex unbound him after he's dead. He looks to Ava, to the lady, and says, "We gotta go."
Where will we go where they can't follow?
Well, we're going back to Ravenshaven.
The lady shifts around you, Ava, kind of putting you between Cortec and her.
You think they can't track us and get to us faster with their beasts?
If they do, we just kill them.
We just got very lucky. And
Yeah.
the thing I know about fighting Knolls is their safety in numbers. We don't have that.
Alright, and you'd rather stay here?
Right now we have a defensible position. They want to get to us, they have to cross this canyon.
Not against 5 tribes.
Absolutely no faith in Wulfgar, I hear.
Well, he didn't do anything.
Wulfgar's part of the Dark One now.
We have no freaking idea what happened. So, anyways, Cortex looks at Ava and says, "Well, do as you wish," and he leaves. He's heading back to Ravenshaven.
Okay.
She doesn't want to be alone, so she's going to follow him. Looked to the woman and said, "If you want to be safe, you should come with us. Otherwise, I can't guarantee that you won't be taken down in a heartbeat." So I'll follow him, but not closely, just
Interesting. The prisoner follows after you, Ava. Having some sort of food and everything else. We'll have a cutscene, right? As you guys head over to the overland map. Think about where you guys are going. And we happen to come across another cutscene. Wulfgar, the Knolls come in. And we see a one single Knoll come running in, and he's calling out, saying like, "Ah, blah, 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 blah." You're not quite sure, but you can roll an insight of what's happening. Oh yeah, Wulfgar, you knew that they would escape, right? Right? Those bindings weren't tight enough. You kind of know what's going on as this Knoll comes running up to the leader. The leader nods in reply and starts issuing orders. Wulfgar, what do you do during this time as the wolf riders begin getting mustered?
It is those humans again, isn't it?
So Twin Moon looks at you and says, "Are you not surprised?"
No, I am not. I have brought this trouble to you, and I shall take care of it if you allow me to accompany them. And he motions to the riders getting ready to travel off.
Very well, Dark One, if that is your wish.
He nods.
So one of the wolves is handed off to you, Wulfgar. Go ahead and roll me a handle animal as this wolf becomes under your control. The wolf rejects you, right? Bucks you off. All the Knolls laugh and ha ha ha. Maybe next time use an undead one.
Thinks to himself, that's not a bad idea. Next time.
Next time. All right. What do you do? This wolf is clearly rejecting you. Mudskip will try. Nope.
Somewhere Ava feels vindicated and she doesn't know why.
Wulfgar will pull out some bison jerky that he still has left over and feed it to the wolf trying an animal handling.
You will have advantage. There it goes. Food. Who knew that food would get a wolf to like you? Go ahead and jump on your wolf as you gain a direwolf rider.
Looks more like it's riding me right now.
I mean, if you know what I mean. There you go. There you go. Should be able to control him now.
We gotta get Mudskipper to come along somehow. Is it going to be big enough for Mudskipper to come with on the same wolf?
Yes. She will join you on the same wolf. The wolf riders jump on, and I think we get another cutscene, right? As we see, like, yeah, yeah, there's howls in the distance.
Ava slightly glares at Cortex back because she knew this was going to happen.
We get a scene, right? Of you guys coming across a scene. We get Cortec and Ava coming across the scene. And this is where we see like a wagon who's been turned over and burned. Go ahead and place yourselves here. Place yourselves wherever you like.
Oh, wherever?
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Excellent.
Oh, I'd like to look through the barrels. There.
Yeah, place yourselves wherever you like. You guys don't get very far. Then you hear the distant howling of direwolves as they pick up your scent and begin following you. You know quite quickly that they're going to overcome you because of your pace.
All right.
What is the nature of where we are? Is there grass everywhere?
This is the Golden Plains.
Oh, man.
So there's light shrubbery. It's the Golden Plains.
I'm gonna take anything still smoldering and try and set a fire.
Sure. There is plenty of firewood and wood laying about. You also see the corpses of 2 horses and a human who are laying on the ground.
Is there anything flammable in these barrels?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is a wagon.
So what is in the barrels?
You see assortment of normal mundane items, clothing, things that people wouldn't normally take whenever they were going to farmstead. Roll me a luck roll. You see if you are successful to find something. Well, we'll see. Roll me a D100 to see if you get any treasure out of this. Any notable items.
Trying to look if there's like alcohol or something.
No. Whatever the Knolls scavenged, they scavenged here. They took everything back to their camp. You weren't lucky enough to find anything of note or value. You see the ramshackle evidence of a raid. They came through, attacked this wagon, captured people, killed them, and this is where you are currently at. From the north, this is where I need perceptions from everybody. Wulfgar, you see them? Cortec, you see a pack coming? Ava, you are scavenging stuff. Ulfgar, you are the first one to see them.
He's going to lead his direwolf forward towards them, trying to spur it to take the dash action.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make as much sort of smoke as I can, because I want to try and see if that would hinder their sense at all. So I'll try to make anything burn that I think will create a lot of smoke.
Yes. You see plenty of things to catch on fire and burn.
Yeah, like green bushes or anything that...
Yeah, you're trying to throw it onto the fire? Well, as you're busy doing this, Cortec, you see in the distance 3 wolves. You don't know who's on them, right? But you see 3 direwolves hot on your trail. What do you do, Cortec? You see them?
Oh gosh.
I mean, what did you think was going to happen? This is probably less than an hour.
No, that's not the thing. The thing is, okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry, man. I mean,
Is Cortec afraid of fire?
no, it's not that. It's just that
He's allergic to death.
No, that's the thing. The thing is, Cortec. All right. As the wolves are approaching, Cortec is gonna throw a spear at them. Because, well, he wants to survive, and he wants to kill the enemy.
Okay, so to be clear, these guys are a mile off.
A mile off,
Yeah.
and I can see them.
Yeah, this is the plains.
The plains.
I mean,
They
it's
aren't
flat.
silent, right.
It's not being silent, no.
Right. They are hot on your trail, right?
All right.
They have scent and pack tactics, which means that they can quite simply just follow your trail. And, I mean, it's the plains. They can see you.
Like,
Yeah.
that fire is pretty obvious across the plains.
All right.
It's like saying, look, here we are.
Well, they already knew where we were.
Oh, yes. To be clear, even moving at half speed, they would catch you.
Let's
All
see,
right.
so I don't know. I was just trying to make the fire as big as I could and then start walking
Right.
away.
So,
Succeed.
To try and be
Okay.
at least, like, I don't know, 600, 500 feet away from the fire. As it
all right.
grows.
Cortec
So
will
currently,
just,
everybody's right here, right? Everybody's right here.
Mhm.
The question is, what is your guys' intention when they come into range? Wulfgar, what is your intention?
His intention is to be the first one there.
You do take the dash action. You will be 2 rounds ahead of the pack. They do not spot them, but you, with your eyes, you take off.
Right, I can clearly see better at night than they can.
It's not nighttime. It's still day.
Okay,
all right.
never
This all
mind.
happened. This has all happened within a couple of hours of each other, right?
Right.
If that, right?
Cortec will get his shoes pierced.
Ava, what are you doing? You're the last one to notice this, right?
Yeah.
The pack coming for you.
I sort of tried to get far away as I could and sort of have so that my physical form is hidden by where the smoke is going so that ranged attacks would not see me very well.
What are you doing with the civilian?
I'd tell her to come with me, sort of stay behind me.
She agrees and follows after you.
So I'm sort of just up here, sort of. I have an arrow ready, but I haven't drawn it yet. But I'm just standing there.
Okay. So, Ulfgar, you come within 600 feet. Well, within shot range. Everybody roll me perception as Ulfgar is spying you. I mean, you already see them, Ulfgar. Cortec and Ava. Let's see if you spot them. This lone wolf. This lone wolf is coming in. Yeah. Definitely lone wolf's coming in.
Yeah, so I know that the wolves are the ones that are fast. So I'd try to shoot and take out the wolf, at least like at its body or legs to try and lame it.
Excellent. Ulfgar, you clearly see what's happening here. Everybody's taking bead on you and your wolf. What would you like to do since you are the first one to react?
He is going to cast Thaumaturgy, showing them that it's clearly him. He will cause the flame to brighten that's nearby Ava.
Mm-hmm.
It'll become extremely bright. He will cause tremors under their feet, or I guess under his feet. And he will cause the rumble of thunder to spread out from him.
Yes, it is currently raining. You have light cover, and that's one reason why they can't see you, right? However, suddenly you hear Ulfgar's voice over it. But surely this is a trick, right? Some sort of Gnoll trick as they come running up towards you. They are well within 500 feet as they are dashing. Kortek, Ava, what you doing?
I would like to take a shot at that wolf.
Well, 500 feet is not on the reach of Kortek. He's just waiting ready for it.
Yep. Ava can fire with disadvantage. She's launching them out there. Yep.
What's wolf's AC?
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Okay.
Wow. What is this? What is this?
It's just the first one, right? You accidentally misclicked. It's just the 7.
Yeah. 7 plus 4. Which
The
is
plus
11.
4 is from a crit. You didn't crit.
No, that's what I get, I think, from...
No.
No, it's just...
Yeah, it's just 7.
Put you off to the side. Ulfgar, your direwolf yelps in agony as this arrow bites deep into its flesh.
And then, somewhere in the back of her mind, she's like, told her that I was better at long distance. I told her!
Mudskip curses as like these arrows start raining down upon you. What's next?
Wulfgar is going to sigh and try to continue to spur his wolf forward, taking the dash out.
Are now 400 feet.
He is, yeah, I think, because clearly they're not caring about the thaumaturgy.
I mean, it's raining, right? You hear this like flame going up, the sound of thunder, and your voice, right, over the clouds.
He's going to try this again. He's going to cause the flame to now dim, and ominous whispers are going to... Well, I don't know. I'm too far away for all this stuff to really affect anything. Yeah, never mind. He's not going to do anything because it's not really going to... he is gonna keep an eye on his wolf though. As his wolf, it looks like it's almost gonna bite the dust. He's gonna heal it.
Okay, he has not bitten the dust. He took some damage though. Kortek, Ava, roll me another perception as these like rain is blocking your vision, and all this freaky stuff's happening. Right, thunder, Ulfgar's voice. Yes, Kortek, you finally see this isn't. Oh, he's clearly Wulfgar and Mudskip. Ava, that is clearly a Gnoll. That's the Gnoll war chief, right? That's
Alright, but as soon as I realize it, I yell, Ava, that's Wulfgar.
Oh, that'll sort of give me pause. Though I'm kind of confused, because on the one hand, he gave me that nice black flame. That was a lovely little blessing. On the other hand, he let me get dragged off to get buried alive. So right now, she's just sort of used. So she doesn't take another shot, but she has her bow at the ready.
Kortek, this is when you realize over a small hill, Ulfgar is being chased by two fellow Direwolves.
Alright, so Kortek gets his spears ready, and as soon as the other Direwolves get in range, he'll throw.
I love how all this misunderstanding is happening. Yep. Wulfgar, you move take another dash?
He does until he can get actually onto the map.
You are 300 feet away. Kortek, Ava, the two direwolves have now entered into the field. They are 2 rounds behind Wulfgar. These are clearly Knolls.
Man. Man, because she was thinking of like holding back, but then Kortek got pissed off and killed that one Gnoll. So now she thinks, well, we're just killing Knolls now, huh? So she's gonna shoot at the direwolf again.
Which one, to be clear?
The one on the left, I guess.
Excellent. Go ahead. That's a hit. Clearly better at long range. Clearly better at long range.
Does Mudskip feel anything in her cold reptilian heart? Any regret?
Let's see here. Kind of, not really. Kind of lukewarm towards you. I don't know. What happens next?
Well, Kortek's still waiting for them to get in range.
Wulfgar, you going to make another to 200?
Yep, he's just going to keep riding forward.
You are now 200 away. Wolves are 500. Kortek, Ava, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna shoot at the wolf again. The same one.
Go ahead. That unfortunately misses.
Well, still waiting until they get 60 feet from me and then I launch.
Wulfgar, I assume the same thing? 100 feet? Within 100 feet, you are 1 round away. They are 3 rounds away. All right. Ava, go and take your shot?
Yep.
Yep. That's a miss, unfortunately.
Really?
Because it's at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
You're shooting way out there. Wulfgar, are you now on the map? Here, let me give you control over Mudskip, too. That way you can stay together. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, well, that's fine. It's character sheet. Yeah, go ahead. You are now on the map. You ride up. What do you say, Wulfgar?
He doesn't say anything. He keeps riding until he comes closer, and he's going to dismount the wolf and walk towards.
Excellent. Okay. You do that. You show up and dismount, right? Yep. Let's see here. This is curious. They're within 300 feet. Evie, you want to take your shot?
Are you not running from them?
Yeah, I'll take that shot.
It's all very strange.
He doesn't say anything.
Does that hit the wolf?
That's going to be close. That misses, unfortunately. They are now within 200 feet. Top of the round, Wulfgar, you are now off. Mudskipper's on the back of the direwolf. She says, "What's our plan? What are we doing?"
Well, first of all, someone could have given us a heads up. They wouldn't hear a human. Freaking Knoll at Ravenshaven.
He is going to turn and face the Knolls, riding towards them.
Awesome.
About how far away are they?
They are currently 200 feet away. Moving in fast. Real fast. They'll be here in 2 rounds.
he will say in common, "We're going to Fort Malgrave, and you are coming with me."
Well, Quartek just agrees because he's frustrated as hell and thinks he's not capable of even negotiating.
I mean, this is low rolls, dude. Low rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I don't know what else to tell you, man.
No, I mean, it's just like Quartek is literally frustrated because he tried everything. He kicked someone in the face and broke his neck to try to negotiate. So it's just like he is really frustrated.
Wulfgar is just he's going to pull out his holy symbol, and he is going to wait.
Excellent. Cortec, you going to do anything, buddy?
No, he's ready for when Knolls getting reach. He's going to throw the spears.
Excellent. Ava, what about you? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna shoot that wolf.
Do it. That should be close. Miss.
They're getting too close for me to hit now.
Yeah, they're getting too close. Top of the round. They are 100 feet away. They will be there in one turn. What you guys going to do?
Well, ready action. As soon as they get within 60 feet, going to be spear time.
Excellent. A whole bunch of ready actions going to come off?
Yes, basically.
Excellent. Ava, you want to take another shot?
Yep.
That hits.
You're within range
with
now.
them. Yep.
Okay.
Excellent.
That wolf.
Anything else?
Did that wolf go down after 21 damage?
Oh no.
Dang it. Oh,
you
Jesus
think these
Christ.
are like, oh no.
Oh, dear God.
A whole bunch of ready actions happen as they dash upon you. Let's get this is going to jump back here.
Yeah, that's fine. So as soon as they come within 85 feet, Wulfgar is going to snap his fingers, and a wall of sand is going to erupt behind them, cutting off their passage of escape.
You think they're going to escape that way? Yeah, they're here. Cortec, it's your turn, buddy. Throw your spears. That will hit.
All right.
Are you targeting the same wolf that Ava is?
No, I'm targeting the rider.
Excellent. That hits. But he does not go down. Interesting. Are you doing it in front of them or behind them? Tell me where you placing this.
He's doing it in a circle.
Okay. On top of you guys?
Surrounding us.
They dash inside. Does it become difficult terrain?
It does become difficult terrain. It's 10 feet thick, basically keeping them in the circle.
So, okay, so they're taking the dash action, so their movement halves. So from 50, it goes down to 25. So it moves 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's too far. Actually, it'd be right there. You can hear them clearly coming through as this wave of sand starts swirling around you guys. Yeah.
And
Stop the round.
Yep.
Okay. The sand starts swirling around. The wolves, right? They come through. And you see here, lovely selection here, taking half the movement. One on Wulfgar, one on Cortec. Cortex first, right to left. Miss. And actually, he trips and falls, sending his rider up and over. And the other one's on Wulfgar. Wulfgar, buddy, the Knoll with his spear comes slashing down at you. Takes 6 points of damage as the spear pierces your flesh. All right, Wulfgar, you're up.
He is going to take the disengage action. Hold on, though. I've got to roll concentration.
Sure.
Okay, the wall of sand's still up.
Mm-hmm.
He disengages and steps back. Actually, no, he's going to disengage and step over here. Sorry.
Okay. Cortec, the two like run up on you and tries to bite you. The wolf like leaps at you, and you sidestep, and it just literally tumbles, and the rider goes flying off to the side. What do you do?
All right.
The sand is like swirling around.
Cortec is gonna try to pierce the rider with 2 spears.
Sounds good. Roll it.
Yep.
Does he
He is
have
prone.
flanking advantage?
Yep.
He is prone.
So 22.
Tell me how you
damage.
kill him. Tell me how you kill him.
Well, as he flies through Cortec, Cortec takes 2 spears and just swings on him as he's down, so he just stays there.
Yes. Never to rise again. Ava, you are trapped in you literally just see the sandstorm just you literally can't see anything now.
Well, so it's only 10 feet thick, right? So the center of it, where we're currently attacking, she should be able to.
Well, I mean, she's looking through the center, right?
Yeah, I don't think I can see
She's on
through
the other side.
10 feet of sandstorm.
Oh, she's on the other side. She started running. That's why. I thought she was still in here with us.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I'd sort of turn to them and now's the time, but if not, get down. Oh god, I don't want to take...
What you gonna do?
I don't know. I guess hold action until...
Alright.
if
What is
that's
your hold
the-
action?
I'm gonna knock an arrow and get it ready, pointing it towards the sandstorm. But
Excellent.
until I see something that I know for sure is not an ally, I'm not shooting.
Awesome. Top of the round. Something happens. Ava, you see a figure stepping out of the sandstorm. He's going to... this wolf launches itself at Cortec.
What kind of figure is stepping out of the sandstorm?
It is a wolf with a rider.
Then I would... But my action...
Yeah, fire. Who are you targeting, rider or wolf?
Is this the that I previously injured?
No, that one's super dead.
Okay, then I guess... For the rider.
Okay. Oh, nice solid damage. Direwolf attacks, misses. Wulfgar, the sandstorm continues to swirl around in rage.
He is going to cast Sacred Flame on the wolf. He is going to use the fire damage.
Excellent. What's his bonus? +2. No. It nimbly dodges out of the way. Cortec, you're up. This wolf is snarling at you as you kill its master.
Alright. 2 attacks on the wolf.
That's a crit.
Oh.
That's a hit.
Alright, 17 damage.
Tell me how you kill this wolf.
Alright, as the wolf gnarls, Kortek Kortek hits his face with one spear. As he's hit, Kortek just impales his face with the other one.
Excellent. Excellent. Ava, you're up.
Oh boy. Does the civilian lady have any?
She does. She has like a dagger, a hunting knife that she scrounged off of the Knolls.
I'd tell her to get ready and then shoot the rider one more time as it comes at me.
Excellent.
Damn it.
Misses.
Too close. Long distance shot.
Seeing the archer, the lovely archer, and takes the dash action and runs up, right? What are you going to do as this rider comes running up on you?
I guess I would get out of the blaze now.
He took the dash action to literally go from there to
Yep.
you. It is now Wulfgar's turn.
Wulfgar is going to snap his fingers again, which is going to drop the wall of sand. He will see the wolf and the rider there, and he is going to reach out a hand and like make a grasping motion, and he's going to try to cast Bane on both the rider and the wolf.
Excellent. Okay. The bomb is -4. Yep. That's a die 4. So let's see here. Right to left, up and down. The wolf fails, and then the rider. Let's see his bonus. +10. And what's the DC?
DC 13. Charisma.
They both fail. They both eat it.
You see these spectral black chains rise up from the ground and wrap themselves around the wolf and the rider in front of you.
Cortex, buddy, what you going to do?
Well, Kortek will dash until he's outside the wall. And, well, for now, that's all he can do.
Ava, the wolf is upon you. What do you do?
Swing that glaive.
On what? Who are you attacking?
The rider, I guess, because he's already injured.
That unfortunately misses.
Damn it.
He dodges nimbly out of the way, using his wolf as a brace. They both attack. Well, let's see here. Lovely selection. The wolf will go highs, lows, right to left. They're going after the civilian.
Oh no.
2 attacks. Oh no.
Minus the D4, but I don't think that's going to matter.
That's not gonna help.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay.
I just want a snack before another fight.
And misses. Isn't that 14? He's what's the AC? 12. He matches it. So she blocks 1. However, the wolf viciously grabs onto her and starts shaking her. She collapses, unconscious.
But not dead.
But not dead. No.
Yeah.
Not dead.
That's a good spot.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
the
it's your
perfect spot.
turn.
So since that's the perfect spot, he's going to snap his fingers again, and she will come back to life. Actually, he's just going to tell her to get up. That the ancestors are not ready to greet her. and she will gain 6 hit points.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then that was a bonus action, so with his main action, he is going to use Sacred Flame on the wolf. It's going to be the fire again.
Excellent.
It is a minus a d4 for his save.
He's going to eat that damage. -8. This wolf was currently uninjured.
And then Wulfgar is going to calmly stride forward.
Kortek, buddy, it's your turn.
Alright, so Kortek runs up to the wolf and the rider. Hits the rider with one spear, and the wolf with the other.
That will miss, and that will miss. Both of them miss.
Oh.
The wolf nimbly jumps out of your way, right? Anything else, Kortek?
No, that's it for him.
Ava, you're up next. The wolf hungrily, well, it's odds of 3 now. Who attacks next? It licks its lips as it stares at you, Ava.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Alright, I'll swing that glaive.
That hits. Who are you targeting?
I think the rider at this point.
That's a hit.
Oh. There we go.
It's close. It's close. Let's go ahead and see. No, he's stupid. He's going to go for it. He has a lovely selection. Die 6, up, down, lowest to highest. Oh, he likes that civilian.
Oh.
He likes that civilian.
Oh.
Interesting. And then last one. Oh, no. She goes down, right? She goes down again. Enraged, right? This cavalry unit's just like stabbing the human, right? His bitter enemy, not allowing any of them to survive. Wulfgar, it is your turn as he just continues to focus on this poor civilian.
Bonus action, spare the dying as he stabilizes her. Main action, Sacred Flame on the right. This time he's going to use the normal damage.
She's down. Then on the rider?
Yes.
I don't think he needs
He
to.
does have a minus the d4, but I don't think that's going to...
Bonus. Yep, he's got bonus. He overcomes, even if I roll 4.
And then he's going to calmly continue his stride towards...
Kortek, buddy. Buddy, what you gonna do?
Alright. Kortek goes around the wolf and spear.
Yep, you have to flank him. So, tell me what you do.
If you hit that civilian.
No, he doesn't hit the civilian.
No.
This is on the wolf. This is a personal thing that he does to himself. What do you do, Kortek? What is it that you snake eye this?
Well, apparently, in his urge to actually stab the wolf, Kortek stabs the spear in the ground, it breaks, and then the wood actually hurts him.
No, the weapon just simply breaks.
Alright.
You don't take any damage from it. Go ahead and roll damage because you did strike with this spear.
6.
Solid damage. You were targeting who? The rider or the...
The wolf.
The wolf, okay. The wolf and rider are still up. Ava is licking his lips. The civilian's down, but not dead. Who are you targeting?
The rider. Oh.
It hits. Tell me how you kill the rider.
Sort of hit him with it so hard that it like goes into his shoulder. Then the momentum sort of throws him off the wolf, and then he breaks his neck on the way down.
Awesome. It happens. Let's see here. What does the wolf do? Now it finds its bravery. It's going to have a random assault. It has a lovely selection of 2. Die 4. Oh no, Ava, you have been chosen.
All right. Woo!
Minus a die 4. I think that,
Doesn't matter. My AC
even with a 1.
is 16.
Yeah. Even with a 1, it misses. Yeah. The bindings, as it's like reaching out to bite you, this binding snares it, and it's just like.
The black
Wulfgar,
chains hold
turn.
fast.
Yep. This has happened before in the past too.
Wulfgar is going to step to the side and he's going to finally hit something. He feels like getting his hands dirty.
Awesome.
So he's going to walk up and hit it with his new hammer to try it out.
Whack it.
Nope.
No.
Well, no flanking for that one.
Is it
The
though?
agile.
He's because he's facing.
No, she's
So
unconscious.
flank would- yeah.
No, I
She
know, but what
doesn't
about? I'm not
You don't
in
threaten.
there because I'm next to. No.
You do provide Ulfgar with advantage, but you
Wrong person.
Cortec.
Yeah.
Cortec.
Oh, right.
With advantage, but not with Cortec. It is your turn. You do have advantage. What are you gonna do,
All right.
buddy? You've broken your spear. You only got 1.
No, I still have 2. I had
Oh, you
5.
got another.
Alright, so I grab a new spear and 2 hits on the wolf.
Stabby.
Ooh.
That's a crit. That's a hit.
Honk.
Alright, 14.
The wolf screams in rage, but it is not done yet.
Alright.
Ava, it is now your turn.
I will swing the glaive in a big strike, and
That's a hit.
that has to be a hit. So
Let's see what it does. It's still got its bravery? Nope. The wolf takes the disengage action and attempts to flee. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wulfgar, it is your turn. It can move. I'm going to tell you that right now. It can definitely move.
He walks over here to try and start getting on his wolf.
Sure.
Let's see here. How many feet away is he?
Are you dashing towards your wolf?
He's not dashing, so he's just shy of being able to get onto it from where he was. But he is going to try to sacred flame this wolf, hoping that the chains will hold it tight.
Even if it rolled max, it doesn't bother. And it's haste, right? It's like running, sprinting. Your flames.
Ulfgar says that we need to bring it down.
all right.
Vortek, it is your turn.
Alright, well, Vortek moves here.
Yep.
And throws a spear at the wolf.
Do it. That's a hit. Tell me how you kill this wolf.
Alright, as I see it running, Vortek throws the spear kind of up. So when it lands, the wolf just rolls around with the spear on his body. And Vortek looks back at Ava and says, "You should keep that glaive." And then does this to Wulfgar after he says, like, the wolf needs to go down.
Like a boss. I believe this is where we can end this episode as everyone's cheering and celebrating. In the distance.
Hold on. Ulfgar is going to heal this lady, so over to her, and he touches her, and he's going to bring her back.
In the distance, we see a cloaked figure observing all of this.
Ugh.
And that's where we're going to leave it. Go ahead and heal.
She automatically gets max, so that's 10 hit points.
Awesome. She's looking pretty good. All right, everybody. Say goodbye to the audience.
Bye.
Bye.